3, 2. Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
Halloween Kills reviews are here.
Oh, yeah. I know that a lot of people thought that we had seen it, but we're not so lucky. We're bastards that don't get invited to things, just like real life.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true.
No parties, nothing. Not even that bitch's fucking 9th grade birthday party.
My own mother
Not angry about it, though.
made me sleep in the streets until I was 7.
Yeah, I hope she's sleeping under a bridge. I hope her motto is Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, man. Shit titties. These, have you read any of the reviews yet that we're about to delve into?
No, I haven't seen it. I did see, I think somebody shared. Yeah, I did see that somebody was sharing the Rotten Tomatoes score on it. But I did see it. I was like, that's fantastic. That means it's going to be fucking awesome. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, because those little cocksuckers lie all the time. So I was like, I'm happy about this. I saw one thing where I know that some people were, I think some critics were angry about the blood that they use or the gore or something like that. And I'm like, well, that's like going to a Spanish movie and being pissed off that it's in Spanish. It's like, what do I got to read subtitles?
Damn it, Baxter. You know I don't speak Spanish.
That's like taking an elective in college on the French Revolution and being pissed off that it's about the French Revolution. It's like, what did you mean? What did you expect? I just thought it was going to be a touching story of one man's redemption and his sister, or not sister, trying to get her pieces of life together. What a bunch of malarkey sharky.
Yeah, dude. You're not far off. So here's what I did, and here's what we're going to do. By the way, welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing fucking Thursday afternoon. 1 p.m., weird start time. I feel strange about it. It's like when you used to have to, when the gym teacher made you climb the rope in gym class. This is the earliest stream we've done in ages.
Yeah, it feels like I was off, and then somebody at work called me, and it's like, somebody called out, you got to come in. It's like, son of a bitch, I need the money, so I can't say no.
Not even supposed to be here today. Yeah, but this is the stream this week. I like it, though. I like switching up the times a little bit because it gives everybody a chance to watch. You know, maybe some people have a lunch break at 1 on Fridays, can't be there at night times, you know, switch Rooney. Yeah. And the beautiful thing is we leave our live streams up because we're idiots and they're going to get us in trouble one day. But we leave our live streams up and you can watch it anytime, even at supper time, like bagel bites.
By the way, before we get going, though, Courtney says wants you to show everyone the Twitter DM he sent you. Was it his nuts?
I will I will do it next time I'm on here. I've got to set up the whole window capture and everything.
Well, I was going to say, if it's a schlong, you're going to have to show it in parts because it's too big to show it all at once.
I'll tell you what, I'll retweet it after we get done here, Courtney. But it was funny, though. It made me laugh. But yeah, dude. We'll just get right. What do you want to do first? You want to do Matrix first? Let's do Matrix first. That way we can just do Halloween Kills the rest of the time. Because we're also going to talk about the Matrix. Let people flow in here. Because I didn't even put Matrix in the thumbnail. My arm hurts. Is that weird? My arm hurts. I had some rough sex this afternoon.
I had it this morning.
Yeah, and it's I think I sprained something. I sprained something.
Well, I was going gentle on you. I don't know what happened.
I was gonna say he was a gentleman about it, though. He said he was sorry. No.
I left at least $5 on the nightstand.
I gave you a mint.
It's like that thing at 3,000 Miles to Graceland. Is if you enjoy it, you don't have to leave money. You just leave chocolates.
Oh no, actually, you know what I could do? I could actually pull this up because I have the Twitter thing pulled up anyways. But yeah, here's what Courtney sent me. Let me go to the. So if you guys can see that, it's. Oh, I guess you probably can't hear it though.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Which is probably for the best because I don't want I don't want to get a copyright strike. But it was funny, Courtney. It made me laugh. But yeah, so let me go to my little Twittery poo-poo here and pull up some of these pictures. But we were just talking about this before we came on, though. So what did you think about the Matrix trailer that came out today?
Oh, that was...
I came 7 times.
I know. The screen's still blurry from it. I don't know. I watched it on the toilet while I was taking a duty, so maybe I didn't get the full effect because I was in the middle of squeezing one out. But I will say it's fucking weird. It was really hard to tell what was going on, but that's typical of a Matrix movie. But I don't know. It's interesting. There was some interesting stuff in it. Like I did notice that he was popping a lot of blue pills, like he had just broke up. Like he was a lot of oxycodone there. Yeah. But yeah, he was popping a lot of blue pills. So I almost feel like maybe he was reinserted back into the Matrix, and this is some kind of deal that he's made with the machines, that he'll say ignorant to the fact that he's the chosen one or whatever. And maybe it's starting to break through. Like the machines, he's like inside the Matrix, and he's taking the blue pill in order to maintain the peace between the machines and the humans on the outside world, but maybe it's starting to fuck with them.
See, I was thinking that they gave him those pills maybe to like, because maybe they're just like literally like it's like a take on antidepressants or something like that. Because you know when he starts out,
the blue and the red pill, it's the blue pills.
Well, no, I mean I know it looks like it. I'm just saying maybe they're doing a weird play on it or whatever. But like, because when it starts, like I think he's like semi-depressed, or he feels like he's going crazy because all of a sudden he's a human being again, and he doesn't know why he's having these dreams. It seems like he feels like he's not living his purpose because you're the fucking one, and who knows what he's doing, if he's working at a computer company or what. But I actually like that because he's walking around and you see these shots like I love some of the shots in this of like sad Keanu, basically, like that picture of Keanu on the park bench that one time. But like this shot right here, dude, where he's in the elevator and everybody's on their phones and they're looking around and he just looks sad. His eyes look dead inside and he's just looking around at all these people. And then the picture where I have it on here somewhere, but the picture where he's looking in the mirror and like looking at his eyeballs and he's like,
wait, some people are saying my volume's going down.
I can hear you.
No, it says everybody's mic's
hang on. This might fix it. I switched your audio track with another audio track. I think I just fixed it. You're good.
Okay.
That's what.
You cannot silence me. Go tell it on the mountain. Yeah, I saw that picture. It does look like that sad Keanu, but it also looks like me waiting at the DMV.
But like he's walking around all sad for like a lot of this trailer and like looking misplaced and whatever. And I actually think that's really fucking cool, dude, because I thought that was the best part of the first Matrix, when he's just a regular dude and he's figuring out and he's crawling around the office and all that was going on. Yeah, I like that stuff the best. So like a retread, kind of going back to that and having him, because he doesn't know who what's her name, Trinity is anymore. And like, and there's that one scene where new Morpheus, with the dude from Candyman, which is not actually new Morpheus, he's a different character. He's like, everything you want is here, so I know you won't quit fighting, or whatever it was he said.
I just think it's almost voluntary amnesia. I'm telling you, I think it's because of the machines. At the end of the Matrix Revelations, he literally is dead, but maybe not dead. I mean, you didn't know Trinity was fucking dead. But in order maybe for them to maintain that peace, that they were like, well, he's an anomaly, he's just going to come back over and over again. He had to maybe agree to be under their control, as far as like, I'm not going to remember who I am. And they're going to like, we can never let him remember. And these are all repressed memories that are starting to cut. It just looks like a fucking Christopher Nolan mindfuck.
Yeah.
Like a Memento. It's like a Memento kind of movie. I think he's finding clues. There's that one chick that she's in she's opening a book. And I think that's the girl, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I thought it was the girl that was in the first Matrix, where they were like, follow the white rabbit, and he was like, what do you think? Should we take him with us? And she's like, absolutely. She's in the bookstore.
No, that dude. Well, I know that the actress is the little girl from the train station in the third one, which is fucking wild. Yeah,
well, right? But you saw the white rabbit again. So I think all these things are like, it's just, and then of course the book that girl was reading was Alice in Wonderland, and then that's what Morpheus said in the first one. Or you take the red pill and you see how far the hole goes. I think, again, it's one of those things that it's repressed memories that are coming back to the surface, but it still looks cool. I think it's a Memento type of thing. Trinity's fucking dead, so I don't know how they're working that in. I don't know if they just recreated her in the Matrix and she's more like the lady in red.
There is a shot of, I'm pretty sure I saw a shot of her coming out of the goopity goop, like the
clone.
Goopy
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's that or what's going on there, but I do know, dude, that like, this trailer fucking blew me away, though, man. Like, the shots, like, I'll go through I'll show you guys some of the pictures. I took screenshots of some of my favorite little moments in there that I just thought were dope. That's when Keanu's just over-emoting here. Maybe that's a little bit of over. There was a little bit of kind of cheese, like a little bit of overacting, maybe, sure, but it's the Matrix. So that fits perfect. I just rewatched the first Matrix the other night, and there's so many cheese moments in there. But they still, even time even did them well. You know what I mean? They're still good. They were cheesy then, but still fucking cool. Another scene, remember when Mr. Smith and all the Mr. Smiths are attacking him and they're on top of him and he does that super fucking Neo move and they all go flying off.
Yeah.
You got that with the FBI and SWAT members in this shot, which is cool looking. The only shot I really didn't like from the trailer, dude, is when he's older, when he looks himself in the mirror and that CGI old man Keanu.
Why does that motherfucker look like Bill Hader after 3 nights bender? He looks like Bill Hader.
He looks like the that or the janitor from Scream, where he's like, huh? When he's dressed
that looks like every sub teacher for geography.
He does.
It's like, you son of a bitch, kids.
And number one, we all know Keanu Reeves does not age, so that's bullshit. Number two, the CGI on that looks like ass. You could have just got an old guy. I mean, come on, you're doing too much here. But let me see these other ones, dude, because there are some beautiful fucking shots that this trailer pulled out of its wang, and it is a lovely wang. But yeah, here we go. Here they are. This one's cool, dude, because I don't know what's going on here, but right before Keanu looks in that mirror, there's a giant Keanu behind Keanu. It's double Keanu. It's Keanu, dude.
It kind of looks like, obviously, it's a younger version of him, but it kind of
from the Matrix.
He's talking, movie. Yeah, he's talking to somebody. I wonder if he's talking to the architect or someone like the architect, and he's showing him scenes of what he used to be or what he is. Because it looks like the monitor, like a monitor inside some kind of, or maybe he's talking to the new Morpheus, and maybe he's explaining what he used to be.
Speaking of the janitor from Scream being Wes Craven, what's weird about this dude also, man? What if this thing's fucking meta? Because at the end of the trailer, the guy comes out and the dude's in the chair, and he's like, I mean, it's crazy, right? We're going back to the Matrix, and then not only in this scene, but you can see in several fight scenes in the trailer, there's a movie playing over a board while people are shooting at each other. This piece of shit. Checking. Okay, we're good. It looks like in this shot right here, the Matrix movie is actually playing in the fucking background. So that's a little wild if they're going to go that fucking meta. But what if the Matrix was a fucking double Matrix? I don't know. I'm not even going to go there. I'm too stupid to follow. But it's the Matrix, dude, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I still am going to go with the amnesia part. And I think that's how it's going to play out. I think it's not, and they're going to, I don't know if this is going to be the last one. I would assume the last one with Keanu Reeves, but unless he signed a 3-picture deal to make it a 6, that would be fucking stupid.
I can't remember if it's supposed to be a trilogy or not. Someone tell us. But I thought I remember hearing something about that, but who knows? I could be getting it confused with other shit. This fucking helicopter scene was badass, dude. That was dope. When he did his goddamn cool ass Neo moves and directed the missile launcher at the other helicopter. That was badass. I love that. The scenes of them jumping off the building together was fucking cool. I mean, kind of emo, but totally fucking cool looking, dude.
Makes another throwback to the first Matrix movie with the helicopter scene.
Yep. And then I don't know what's going on with here, dude. This picture reminds me of that Halloween that never got made, the Halloween 5, where there was going to be like multiple Myers or multiple Jamies. And she was going to kill Michael with all of her doppelgangers.
That looks like somebody when they first hit mushrooms for the first time, and they're having a bad trip.
It's what goes on inside of any woman when you ask her what she wants to eat for lunch, because they can never fucking decide. So many voices, so many options. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I thought the trailer was fucking dope as shit. It really actually gave me vibes. It didn't actually feel like a retread, an attempt to do the same thing the first one did, or an updated sequel. It gave me the same vibes as the first movie, which I know it won't be. It's not going to be as good as The Matrix. We all know that. All it has to do to be successful in all of our eyes is be better than 2 and 3, which some people love those two movies. I don't, but
the second one's all right. The third one's fucking absolute trash holes.
Some people love them though, dude. But for me, I'm not a fan of them. I think that this might be my favorite trailer, other than Halloween Kills of the year. I liked it that fucking much, dude. I watched it probably 6 times, back to back to back to back. No,
I mean, I liked it, but I've had better. So, I mean, I'm glad you had a wonderful experience with. This morning, but I was like, just another Thursday.
But yeah, and then so there's no Mr. Smith in it, obviously, but there's new agents. That was cool to see.
That's the only thing I'm also, we're gonna be missing him. I love that dude. That's one of the best bad guys of all time.
And no Lawrence Fishburne. No Lawrence Fishburne. Of course, that dude that you saw, the dude from Candyman's not Lawrence. He's not Morpheus. I saw somebody say, I missed it, but someone said someone said Hollywood's always replacing their black actors. That's not what happened here. The character actually is not in the movie. Lawrence Fishburne said he wasn't asked to return. So I know that, Morpheus was free and he was leading his, I forgot the name of it.
The machine mix. I don't,
Sex mix.
that was a badass scene. I did like that where they shot up at the fucking ceiling, but I don't, Zion.
Zion. He's leading Zion and he's free. So I guess they just didn't have any more story for that character right now. And also only one of the Wachowskis is actually even directing this. It's not both of them this time.
Those guys fight all the time, so it's better. I have a sibling too. I couldn't even make one movie, let alone three. So people are like, I'm tired of your shit. It's gonna be my decision now. Well, yeah, and again, Morpheus. Morpheus thinks that he thought Neo's dead. He made the ultimate sacrifice. So I mean, maybe that's why he's not in it any longer either. Yeah. I mean, who knows, man? You never know. Like the Lawrence Fishburne could pop up in a cameo or something. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to the chat, by the way. 422 fucking people in here right now. That's pretty goddamn good in the middle of fucking afternoon, folks. I like it. What did you guys think?
Somebody's saying, no, he is Morpheus. Look it up.
That's not what I saw. I got
what I read.
Information, Greg. I got different information.
So what I read.
There's something weird going on there, whatever it is. He looked a lot like Morpheus, I'll tell you that. If I'm wrong, then I'm not shocked. Gary Catlow, thank you so much. First super chat of the afternoon says, oh, afternoon delight. She says, I think the twist is it's not Morpheus. I think he's really an agent made to look like him to trick Neo. I think the guy at the end is the architect with a new look. See what I'm saying? Maybe he is supposed to be Morpheus. Fuck me. I got that all wrong. That's what I read today.
I mean, he did look. You do look strikingly like him, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, he did look just like him, so I don't know.
Really did. He did. The character name is Mateen 2. I don't know. It's crazy. Either way, fucking Matrix. Nothing. That's what the Matrix is. Nothing is what it seems. So if it is Morpheus, it's probably not Morpheus. And if it's supposed to be Morpheus, then I had sex with an ugly person. That's what I call masturbation.
You looked in the mirror while you jacked off? Yes. Is what you're saying?
Yes. That's what I was
That's it. I get you what you're saying.
All right, let's do Halloween Kills now. We just want to talk about the Matrix trailer. Clearly, Jay's level of excitement is like...
The Matrix is one of my all-time favorite movies, but I just feel like the story was told. And I mean, it was a letdown. It was a total letdown with the third movie for me. I don't think they did a good... It was a sloppy... come shot in your eye. I've done that before, but it just didn't really wrap up the necessary storylines in an appropriate way, in my opinion.
Still can't see right in his eye.
I know. I can see it. There's a little redness there, but I just feel like I don't know. And I mean, I'm glad they're coming back, and I love Keanu Reeves, but it almost in a way, I almost feel like they could have just gone with a new storyline inside the Matrix. I don't know. I think you could have done that too. Yeah. And I don't like the whole idea. And again, I know she's a popular character. Trinity's awesome and shit, but she's fucking Michael Myers is dead. She's fucking dead.
I could have done without Trinity. I mean,
and I love the actress. She's awesome, but
yeah, I feel like we told that love story, like especially in the fucking third one, right?
Yeah, and they went out like in the most awesome way. I mean, she saved his life. They kissed and shit, even though he had blood on his face afterwards because she was all nasty. But I mean, it was like a tragic love story. It's done. Yeah, it's done.
I get all.
Come here.
I get all fucking, dude. I get so nostalgic in my feels watching that trailer. Like it felt good. It felt right. It felt natural. I loved it. And I want to be inside of it, and I want to see it in IMAX. That and Halloween Kills both. But all right, speaking of Halloween Kills, let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna go to a dark place now. And what I want to preface this with is so yesterday Halloween Kills premiered in Venice. At the Venice Film Festival, Jamie Lee Curtis got
at the beach.
Yeah, at Venice Beach.
All those muscle-bound assholes. No wonder they couldn't give an appropriate review.
Arnold Schwarzenegger introduced it. Yeah,
their PP is too small and there's too much steroids. Muscle Beach.
Arnold wouldn't be seen within 10 miles of those fucking critics.
Yeah, because he's at the bar drinking beer because milk is for babies.
Milk's for babies. Yeah, but no. So Halloween debuted, premiered at the film festival. Now this is in Venice. This is in Italy. This is for buongiorno. This is for fancy fucking people and fancy fucking Triscuit crackers. And it's so weird, first off, that Blumhouse, that Universal decided to debut the movie there. A gory, over-the-top, brutal slasher sequel that reminisces almost back to the 80s debuted at Venice Film Festival.
Well, that's like one of the biggest film festivals, though, so...
Yeah, but it seems like of the like 15, 16 reviewers that were there, it was not the right
They were
crowd.
all out of the 15 or 16 reviewers that were there. They're all part of their local church choir. Because of the scores that were coming out. Holy fuck! By the way, I swear to God, I could be wrong, but didn't they premiere like that terrible holy shit Serbian film at like one of those film festivals that got it banned? Like, because it was fucking awful.
No clue, no idea.
But I know they've premiered like some hardcore shit there. But it's like, and then the reviewers like, this is magical.
Yeah.
So I don't. Maybe I'm thinking of the William Dafoe one.
That's
Antichrist.
that's the one you're thinking of. Yeah, Antichrist. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I
where his nuts. Because this one I think of your nuts suck. So it's just surprising to me. Well, it's not really surprising to me, but I mean, they've premiered other gory shit there before, and a lot of the critics will give it like a lot of love.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it's strange. I don't know.
I think it was a weird choice, to do. Dante H, thanks, buddy, says, did you guys see the new TV spot yesterday? I did see it. Not a whole lot new there, but what's new was cool, just like always, man, the stuff that they've been doing. But, so, yeah, they debuted it there, and it started out, the first thing I saw when I turned around was like 43% rotten. Now, it's gone up. Now, it's up to at least 53% rotten. But this is, again, you got to think this is between 16 reviewers. And we're going to go a lot of places here. By the way, 455 in the chat. Fucking you guys are awesome. We're going to go a lot of places here when we do this. I want to make a couple things clear before we start, because we always end up in the same fights after we do these reviewing reactions. Number one thing I want to make clear is that, again, I think that this number is gonna fucking change. Like when this releases to everybody, and like your normal everyday critics, the horror community critics get a hold of it, I think the number is gonna shoot up. And I also think that even if it doesn't, that fans, we still stand strong with what we said, that we think Halloween fans are going to fucking adore this, and it's going to be one of your favorite of the franchise.
Byron Weaver's actually saying it's up to 60% now.
Fucking A, that makes it fresh. That makes it fresh. So, fuck hell, yeah, that's all.
Fresh and so clean.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Wills. But the other thing I want to make clear is we are very aware that Rotten Tomatoes is an aggregate site. They did not hire these people. This is just different.
Yeah, they aggravate people. You're right. They're aggravating. Aggregate.
These are just, some of our friends are on Rotten Tomatoes. Lee McCoy's on Rotten Tomatoes. This is not when we get angry with what we're going to read here, this is not an attack on everybody on Rotten Tomatoes. Those are hundreds of good people, some people that we just disagree with on movies. That's all it is. It's not a personal attack. It's a professional one at times with what we're going to say. And the last thing I want to say, and I'll shut the fuck up, is that we've not seen the movie. I know that we've not seen the movie. We're not defending we're not saying what we say because we're defending a movie we have not seen. Some of the things that we're going to talk about are going to be it's going to be critiquing the review. Like, these people, their critiques aren't actually about the movie. They seem to be about the fact that it's a slasher sequel. So keep that in mind.
Basically, it's a disclaimer. Lee, we still love you, and everybody else can go fuck themselves. So anyway, that's what we're going to say. That's much it.
That's not what I'm saying either. There's a lot of people we know that are on there, but...
Are they? Are they?
Yeah.
I'm going to cancel all your cards for Christmas. All of them.
I mean, Rotten Tomatoes isn't the devil. It's just the website.
And I'm always saying that. I'm always saying that because we didn't get on Rotten Tomatoes, you sons of bitches, and we're jealous.
No, like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, that's just the website that pulls together everybody else's reviews. All right, so are you ready? Now, you have not read these, right? So this is going to be fresh.
No, I don't know anything about them.
Okay, let's start. And I took my biggest qualm is the one that we're not going to fucking see here, guys. And the reason we're not going to fucking see it is because I had to take out several goddamn reviews, and some of them did in here too. But I had to take out several goddamn reviews because they hard fucking core spoiled two big fucking moments in the movie. One of them I already knew about because a source who'd seen the test screening told me. I didn't ask about it; it just came out. But one of them I already knew about, but most people did not know. Is
that your source? Trust me, bro.
Yeah, it's my trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
But the other one, two big spoilers, and please, guys, don't say them in the chat. Because I'm sure, in a couple weeks when like it's right in your face, because it will be, because it's in the reviews, we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But I don't want to be the one that ruins it for anybody here. We're gonna do our best not to spoil anything. But yeah, I had to take out. I put and highlighted the moments we wanted to talk about in most of these reviews, but I had to leave out several reviews because they were so goddamn spoilery. I couldn't even fucking show it on the screen. And that was I
like how you sent me the spoiler. What? Because you didn't want to be alone. I know. I didn't ask, but I did want to. I was like, it didn't bother me, but like Mike didn't want to be alone in his pain. He was naked in the dark, opening up the merchant configuration. He was like, "Hey Jay, open this box with me, bro. Go to hell with me, bro." So I was like, "All right."
I asked before I told you though. I said,
"But I'll tell you what." It was all right. Yeah, but don't do that here. But yeah, I asked for it. Like I said, "Give it to me, Daddy."
We're almost up to 500 now. This is fucking sweet, guys.
We're actually over 500.
Oh, sweet. Oh, 560. Yeah, my ticker's delayed, and it's bent to the left a little bit and sort of small.
Stinky.
Let's do it though. Okay, and that's the one thing I want to say. I never expected someone like us to get invited to fucking Venice to review a goddamn movie. But if I'm being honest with you, we had our fucking if these people don't even know enough about the franchise to know the things that they're spoiling in their goddamn reviews, they do this for a living. They are being paid to do this for a living. And they put this out on these big ass websites. And you guys don't even know enough about what you're watching to save the readers of your articles from spoilers of the movie. It's just fucking unprofessional. It's unprofessional. Like, it's fucking terrible, man. That's, in the words of Charles Barkley, that is terrible. And just like that fucking voice I just did. But anyway, let's get into it. All right. Here we go. The wrap. Some of these are good. Some of them are bad. I highlighted the points that I thought were good or bad. The wrap says, Halloween Kills film review. Michael Myers lives to kill yet again in effective sequel. Let's go through here. Here's something interesting they said. They said, the film is expertly shot by returning cinematographer Michael Simmons, who crafts some memorably chilling images, highly stylized and dimly lit. Carpenter's score, composed in collaboration with his son Cody Carpenter, offers some of the franchise's greatest hits with a couple remixes thrown in to catch you off guard. Green seems less interested in rewriting the Halloween playbook than in giving audiences what they came for. From ghastly scares to a ghoulish score, it's a strategy that promises to make the series as immortal as Michael Myers himself. So, that's good.
So, I mean,
right?
That's fair and balanced.
Yeah.
As a Fox News reporter once said. Bill O'Reilly wrote this. No, yeah, it's all right. That's not bad. I mean, that's cool, man. I mean, it's a solid review.
I meant to do
maybe
this.
That guy's tampon wasn't full today.
I meant to do this one later because it is an example of what I think is a good review. A good review where he's talking about the cinematography. He's talking about why he likes the cinematography. He's talking about the music, why he likes the music. You will not see much of this in the articles to come. Most of these articles and these reviews that I found, I haven't read reviews in a while, so it was hard to get through these. They literally say something smarmy, make a couple puns at the top, and then for 2 articles, just recap the fucking plot of the movie, and then at the bottom, just give their take on it. And nothing like what we just read there.
It's also interesting he pointed out the music, because a lot of them don't actually point out the music. That's a pretty cool take. I mean, because I'm sure the music is off the fucking chain. I know I'm using like a 1990s reference, but I think it's off the chain, yo. I think that shit's tight.
So the next one comes from Variety. This one is going to give you a very different feeling.
I can only... Variety is such a great magazine.
This one comes
he says with sarcasm dripping out of his throat.
Owen Gleiberman. He says, as far as David Gordon Green goes, he says his job was to wipe away. And by the way, if you're reading this and you're looking at the screen, guys, do me a favor. And you don't want to be spoiled on anything, just don't read through the highlighter. Don't read anything other than what's highlighted, because I'm pretty sure I got rid of all the spoilers, but there's a couple in there lurking around. So just look at the yellow and nothing else. He says,
I thought those were words that you wanted to look up in the dictionary.
Yeah, they're my favorites.
Like new words.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn what lurky means. Actually, I don't know.
That's my word. I'm going to use it 5 times today.
He says, Owen Gleiberman says his job was to wipe away 40 years of bad sequels and to restore the lurky cinematic gamesmanship, the perfectly timed shot-cut ingenuity, and the scary classic mystique of the 1978 Halloween. And here's where it gets fucking stupid. He says that the original Halloween itself was a mayhem by the numbers knockoff of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This motherfucker is in Venice, a place we would die to be, reviewing a movie that's like the fucking 12th sequel, 13th sequel to a movie that he thinks the original was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre knockoff, Jay.
Show me on the Michael Myers doll where it hurt you. Where did it hurt you? Did he touch you in the wee-wah? Yeah, that just sounds like some... You know what? That sounds like some asshole that's really trying to stretch his imagination to get as much like clout for his article that he can by calling it a ripoff of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is totally obviously not a ripoff. If anything else, the one inspiration for Halloween and a lot of others that came after it in the vein of Halloween would be Black Christmas. Not fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where fucking Humpty Dumpty's running around with a chainsaw that's nearly out of gas, going, "Who killed my family? I want refried beans." I don't think that Michael's a part of that kind of family, but I mean, who knows? He might be. But yeah, that guy just seems like, I don't know. That guy's angry about something. I think that guy might have shit his pants when he was writing the article and just tried to finish it up really quick.
I love to write my articles when I take painful shits.
No, he probably trusted a fart, which you're not supposed to do, and he was like, "Oh shit, that was a squishy one," and he was like, "It sucks. Yeah. It's really bad. It's a ripoff for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Gotta go."
Fucking guy ate some bad shellfish while he was in. I like what Will said. He's like, "Well, that's just bad writing."
That's true.
That's a fact, man. But like,
it sounds like somebody from The Office. Well, that's just awful.
Oh Lord, I can't take anything you say seriously after that, and that's why I don't think I highlighted anything else he said. Oh, there is one more thing that he said, because he went on just to be an asshole. To be honest with you, he says, and by the way, not an asshole because he doesn't like the movie. I haven't even seen the fucking movie. He's an asshole by the way he talks and the fact that. I can't imagine writing about movies for a living and thinking dumb shit like that. Anyways, he says, Michael Myers stabbing knives and broken light fixtures into people's faces may not be scary anymore, but he's still a charismatic figure of darkness. You're relieved every time he shows up, and it's all about that doleful, rubbery gray Hamlet of Psychos mask. After 40 years, that mask is more expressive than any of the actors in Halloween Kills.
Dog, what you talking about? You quoting Hamlet. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Owen. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like this is as bad as me going and reviewing a Harry Potter movie and be like, obviously it was great, except that there was a lot of whining kids in it, which I don't appreciate. And can we just agree that this is a ripoff of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings? What? Like, there's nothing to do with it. Yeah. And again, I just want to point out the fact that there's nothing wrong with someone having a different opinion on a film, and it could suck in their eyes, but based on how they're describing it, the last horror movie these motherfuckers saw was The Wizard of Oz. And that was with some Wicked Witch of the West, and that terrorized them.
That's exactly it, and we'll keep saying that and driving that point home, because I know what the comments are going to read like after this is over with, but I'm saying this right now. I agree with you completely. It's not that they didn't like the movie, it's that they are operating in bad faith before they ever saw the movie. So why the fuck are they in such a coveted position in the industry doing something they fucking hate? They didn't want to go see the movie. Not every single one of them, but some of these people, fucking Owen here, did not want to go see the movie. He thought the original was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff. What the fuck chance did Halloween Kills have? That's called operating in bad fucking faith, and that's what he was doing. And also, Owen, you say that the mask is more expressive than any of the actors in Halloween Kills, and that's fine, because Christopher Nelson made a great fucking mask, and that's what you should have said out of your fucking shithole can mouth. But I will say this. If they're so bad at acting, why are you at a festival where the main actor in the movie, actress, is there receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award for her fucking acting, you cunt-headed breadbasket bitch?
Because of what she did in True Lies.
I don't even know what's a cunt.
Because of what she did in True Lies with her bra and panties. That's obviously why.
I'm sorry that she's there for a Lifetime Achievement Award, Owen.
Well, you know what? Owen is clearly a descendant of Owen Wilson. He probably saw the movie and went, "Wow, wow."
It's just
I don't
rude.
like that at all.
You know? I just don't like rude people.
Yeah, dude. Most of these critics, though, they're looking for anything to tear anything apart, especially if it's got a lot of momentum behind it and steam, and there's a huge fan base like Halloween. They're just pitiful, sad people that hang out on Twitter and jack off to fucking pictures of horses. I know this for a fact because I've seen it one time through a window.
I think that's actually what makes me so mad, though. They're not just like, you and I can just say dumb shit like I just said on the internet, on our shitty little YouTube channel, and it doesn't fucking matter. But this guy writes for a major public. He writes for fucking Variety, man. These things, they grease the wheels of the movie business. And you know for a fact, he knows that all these people are reading this and watching this, and it is affecting people's day. It's different than some jerk off on YouTube. And then you come on here and you just say mean, hateful shit. You write about movies for a living. What the fuck are you so angry about? At least have some tact, you know? That's all.
Well, I think that I'd say that 98% of generally the critics that are on there are like that. It's not they're I always feel like they're Professor Tweed assholes in their jackets and they have like glasses on. I'm like, actually, The first film that I saw debuted in 1937. It was beautifully written by Jonit Alcatel. And it was a moving Italian piece that most people wouldn't know because it went over their head. These are the kind of people. They go to film school. They waste thousands and thousands of dollars on student loans to fucking become a film critic professionally. And the reality is, they blow ass like no one's ever blown ass before when they write about movies. They don't have any passion for it. They don't give a shit about it. They want something like. I don't know what they want, but I mean, the fact is, why would you? The main question is, if you're going to be like this, like you're going to be this schlocky asshole, why go see the film? I mean, you could turn down the invitation if it's not in your wheelhouse. And you're going to say that Jamie Lee Curtis is not that expressive or she's not that great of an actress. I mean, not even the fact that she's winning the Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm talking about the fact that generally her body of work itself speaks volumes about what kind of actress she is. So that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and also, I some of these I read it, I picture the exact same person you just mentioned. I think it's more like 20 to 30% of them, but people like Owen here, that's exactly how I fucking picture him. The tweed jacket. Someone put pesto on my $37 bagel this morning.
The motherfucker looks like the guy on the Monopoly box with the monocle. Do not pesto. Do not collect. Oh, see you later. Come to Boardwalk. You want Boardwalk? Buy it for $400.
Carrie Crowley says, "Hey, Wham fam, about to go to work. Just want to show love. Also, Halloween Kills is going to kill the box office." I think you're right, Carrie. We love you so much. You're the fucking shit.
Thank you. By the way, I think that Let There Be Carnage has moved back to October 1st.
I know. Stepped right the fuck off Michael Myers'
plate. It's got scared. It got scared of that big old butcher's plate. Like, please, please don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Venom popped out and said, "That is a white one." And then he jumped right the fuck back off.
It was like the priest in Scary Movie 2 when he walked in. He started going, "Oh," he's like, "Fuck this!" He backed out the door.
Oh shit, man. John Cressup says, to quote Rambo 3, "Fuck 'em." You could do that.
Love that scene. Even though, fuck 'em. Yeah, he's like, what should we do, Rambo? By the way, that one scene in Rambo 3 is the most unrealistic I've ever seen. He literally takes on half the fucking Russian army with just him and Colonel Troutman and one fucking M16. I'm like, that's all right. That's a superhero. That's a man. Be a man. Take on the fucking army by yourself.
Man, I'm 40. Yeah. Peter Meekin says, "Hey, you sexy mofos, got my beers ready because I finished for work for 2 weeks now. Just wondering who you guys prefer, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock or Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin?" That's a good fucking question.
Man, I'll be honest. I prefer Doc Ock, and I'll tell you why. I think he's more layered, and I think they did a better job writing that character. And Molina brought a lot more to that character. I feel like Molina was, in a lot of ways, what I wish they had done with Mr. Freeze in the DC universe. He's a tragic character. He's not really evil. He's just trying to do something that he feels is right, but he's not an evil villain. William Dafoe, the guy is a goddamn legend. Okay, the guy's a legend. He's John Wayne in and of itself by the, in the movies that he's done. But I think in that movie, he did overact a little bit. Like there was like, he's like, I'm something of a, I just feel like there was a lot of overacting, but he's still a great actor. And I don't feel like that's his fault. I just feel like that part was written kind of poorly for him. But I mean, I think Molina is the better villain out of the both of them.
I think his Doc Ock is a better villain, but if I had to choose one, I would still go with Green Goblin just because I love Willem Dafoe so much. I think Willem Dafoe is just a better actor, but I do agree with you about the character for sure. Anthony Stamps, and thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you, Peter. Anthony Stamps says, "Can't stay long. Got to head back to work. I'll be watching this back later, but sending good fortune your ways." Thanks, Anthony. Fucking have a great goddamn Friday. Oh, fuck, it's Thursday, isn't it? Shit.
But you got one more day to go, John. Don't worry. You're going to get through this.
I should make it. Gary Catlow says, "People say Halloween was the first slasher movie. Then others say, no, it's Chainsaw. I agree. Chainsaw is the first for Halloween, set the bar and the rules. And just like Jay said, Black fucking Christmas. You know what I mean?"
Yeah, it's not about the first. Well, actually, if you want to get, again, I don't want to sound like that Rotten Tomato. I don't want to be that Rotten Tomatoes guy. Actually, if you want to be technical, Star Trek season 4 is better than Star Trek. But I could say, by the way, I could say this. Psycho is the OG of them all. I mean, even if you want to go back even before, well, even if you want to go back further, Nosferatu, the silent film is the one, but yes, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre did precede Halloween, definitely, but they have nothing to do with each other. I mean, it's like saying, I'm American, but I'm actually at the same time I identify as a Mack truck. Huh? It doesn't make any sense.
Bite the Book says, "Can I hear Jay say, 'God damn you, Morpheus'?"
God damn you, Morpheus! You know me, you asshole.
By the way, I thought of
Bill, shove it up your ass.
thought of a really good skit for that, by the way, that you guys will see on YouTube Shorts soon. Daniel Scott, hey, super fucking sweet super chat, man. Really appreciate that. He's late, and when he's late, he just donates money. I like it when you're late. You're the only person in this world I like when you're fucking late, Daniel.
Who is it?
Daniel Scott.
Daniel, come back in about 20 more minutes and say you're late again.
Thanks so much, brother. Really appreciate that. Travis Jackson said, can we get a Loomis goddamn you Rotten Tomatoes? Love what you guys do. Can't wait for Halloween Kills. Same, Travis.
Rotten Tomatoes. Goddamn you, Rotten Tomatoes. I hope your fruit is always rotten because your faces and your breaths are.
Oh, no, we got you, Gary, on the other one. Okay, I'm here. Sean Davis is here. He unzips and says, who's first?
I'll take it.
Oh, I'll fucking fight you for
Jinx, I guess you owe me a Coke, and we both are going to go down. Who gets the nutsack?
I got your sloppy seconds last time. All right, let's get back into the reviews. Thank you all for the sweet super chats. Really do appreciate you. It's what keeps us going, this motherfucker. All right, let's go to a good one here. I really like this guy's review. This is a really good review, and it's not just because it was positive, but it comes from Discussing Film and Ben Roth. Shout out to Ben Roth. He says, some of the interesting things he says, at least, are Halloween Kills is here, and it's just as good as its predecessor, but it takes the slash and slasher up to 1,000, and it's all the better for it.
I like that. This motherfucker speaking truth.
He's spitting.
He's spitting, dog.
But that's the kind of thing that we've heard about it, and that's the kind of thing I expected and expect to hear from more of the horror.
You know
fans.
what? Let me tell you. I haven't seen the movie, but this is what I gathered. I loved all the Daniel Craig James Bond flicks, and I know this is kind of going strange right here, but let me just stick with me, okay? I'm going to take you down this dark tunnel. Mm-hmm. Quantum of Solace was hated because there was too much action in it, right? And I've never seen Quantum. I skipped over it on purpose because I'd heard it sucked. But what the reality of it was that it was so action packed. There wasn't a lot of James Bond isms to it, so people didn't, or the critics didn't enjoy it as much as Casino Royale or what came after it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's what Halloween Kills might be. It's not. I'm not saying that there's not going to be a Halloween theme or element or awesomeness to it. You know, the normal feel that you will have if you're going to go see a Halloween film. But I feel like it's going to be over the top. It's going to be a lot of action. It's going to be a lot of gore and graphic violence, and it's going to be Michael Unleashed. I mean, this motherfucker is getting his nipples twisted. He's going to kill somebody. But maybe that's why there's a disparity. Well, maybe that's why some people are giving it or shitting on it. But but that's what I feel like it's quickly becoming. It's becoming the equivalent of a Quantum of Solace, which some people love and some people hate. I don't think it's going to be like that as divisive, because I know that Quantum of Solace in the James Bond series is divisive for some reason. But I think it's going to be a lot more. It's going to veer off a lot more than what you're used to. Like, I remember when you watch Michael Myers, like, other than the Rob Zombies, we're not going to count that, but I'm talking about in Curse of Michael Myers. I think, in my opinion, he's the most vicious in that one. Like, he's fucking vicious. He's mean as shit. Yeah. And he's fat and he's mad about it. And he wants to get some calisthenics going and kills a lot of people. In this one, I think it's going to be the same thing. Maybe this one, he just ups that ante and he's even more vicious. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But I mean, I want to see that. Like, I want to see the psychotic fucking rage. The rage! I want to see it.
And to piggyback on that, and there's some references to exactly what you're talking about on here, too. But to piggyback on that, like, I get that people love the original 78 movie. But as, it's you can't have that again. Like, we've had people try and come close. I think the last movie, like, was more in that realm. But,
yeah.
Like, why do we keep wanting to watch someone do something unattainable? Let's take Michael and do something new with him. I think that is, and people are going to watch that, like you said, and they're going to be mad because it's not got the ambiance that they were looking for. And people are also going to say, hey, I don't want some Neo slasher Jason sequel type movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, but it's just for one movie, though. Like, it's just for one movie. Let's see what Michael looks like as Jason.
You know why he's pissed off for is they burn his Tots mask.
Yeah, that was mine.
He's pissed off.
Mom and the meatloaf. Okay, let's get back into this. He also says Halloween Kills is a nonstop blood-rushing blast. David Gordon Green takes the brutality of his 2018 film and amps it up, breaking the dial in the process. Michael literally mows his way through the entire town of Haddonfield. No character, big or small, is ever safe. There are some absolutely gnarly kills. I love a reviewer who's cool enough to use the word fucking gnarly. This guy's got my favorite review of the day. Gnarly kills that will become ingrained in spectators' minds. It's shocking to the highest degree. In terms of the film's scare factor, audiences will undoubtedly be biting their nails in anxiety. Green successfully keeps the viewer on edge as one anticipates the sudden arrival of Michael's cold knife piercing through his next victim.
I like that. God, this guy's turning me on. The weird thing is, I think that all of us that are huge Michael fans, the strange thing is, I think we have the opposite, happening to us. Is like, horror fans will be on the edge of their seat, biting their nails, when Michael's going to drop. To me, it's like when fucking Batman drops down from the ceiling and he's like, Batman! I'm like, woo! I was like, kill them bitches! Yep. Like, that's how I feel. So, I mean, it won't be the anticipation for sure. This guy's, that kid really jacks you up. This guy writing this article. But for me, the anticipation will be seeing Michael Myers appear on screen. But yeah, if it's building, when it builds up to that level and that crescendo, holy shit, dude. I hope I'm with an audience that fucking stands up and starts clapping like in Avengers when they all get together. That camera starts going around the first time Michael comes on screen, and it goes, I'm fucking shit.
Hey, we just cleared 600, by the way. Give yourselves fucking hands.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I like that shit. But
nice.
At the same time, dude, like,
nice.
I agree with you. I think that is what people at the Venice Film Festival, other than the ones who get it that were there, clearly, like my friend at Disgusting Film here does, the Owen Gleibermans don't fucking get. Like, we want Halloween film fans came to see Michael Myers. We didn't come to see the other shit. Yeah. We're okay if you throw it in there, but we'll get to that. Oh my God, we will get to it, honey. You just wait. You just wait,
baby.
It's gonna get crazy in here.
It's like it's like that meme though, where like I can only imagine like the ones that take their job way too seriously that are shitting on the movie. They're the ones in that meme, like where the Spider-Man meme, where Harry Osborn is sitting up and he's like, and then you see Tobey Maguire going. So all the people that love Halloween are like doing this. Yeah, it's fucking great. And then the Rotten Tomatoes guy's like, amateur.
I'm going to have a benet.
I will.
So
pina colada.
Yeah. I'm gonna start going a little faster with this because we got a lot of reviews to get through. He says, however, the film isn't without its flaws. Again, we're not just celebrating him because he loved the movie. We haven't seen the movie. He says, however, the film isn't without its flaws. Jeff Bradley, Danny McBride, and David Gordon Green scripting is perhaps the biggest example. Likewise, this was a standout flaw of the 2018 film, which I could see some spots in there that the script could have been a little cleaner. He says there is something inauthentic and occasionally farce to some of the dialogue, especially at the start. He goes on to say that David Gordon Green takes with introducing a wider cast of characters is very welcomed, especially as it emphasizes the sheer inhumane and indestructible nature of Michael Myers. It also goes away from the somewhat frustrating notion that Michael is simply after Laurie Strode and nothing more, when it's clear that is not his intentions. That's
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Because again, we've established the fact that Michael and Laurie are no longer related. So it's going to be interesting to see who exactly he's pissed off. I would almost imagine he's pissed off at Jamie, or Laurie. But I mean, Andy Matichak was there too. And he's like, listen, you let your fucking goddamn grandma set my shit on fire. You going to die first. I saw you laughing. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what the path of destruction Michael is. First off, he fucked them firefighters up like they owed him money and they hadn't paid their water bill in a while. So that's one. And I just like to see, and he's also very
used a lot of water, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. And they had paid their water bill. Like he acted like somebody that was from the water company.
Yeah, their water.
But and Michael is very smart and he's very calculating and tactical in what he does, as far as like even setting a trap in the path of destruction that he causes. So if this is a way way that for him to get to Laurie and Andy Matichak and all those other characters, I think that you're going to see him go off kilter a little bit and just start really fucking. But it's all going to be it's all part of the plan. like I think that's where the cool part about Michael is that Michael's not like Jason or even Freddy in the fact that he has got a plan.
Right. He's got a plan, but also here it's just the whole fucking town. Like it's the whole town. And it's interesting because everybody said, well, I don't understand.
This town needs an enema.
I thought Michael, because they took away the sister brother thing, right? So people are like, I thought Michael wasn't going to be chasing after her. I thought he was free to do what he wanted to. And it's like, he isn't, but they kept placing her. That was the point of Sartain and all that. They kept placing her and Michael on the path together. Michael wasn't actually looking for her. And I think that was a big question that came out of that movie that we were all confused about a little bit. It was like, wait, is Michael going after Laurie? Is he not going after Laurie? I'm fucking confused. But here, what this guy says at least is that they make clear in this one, Michael's not just going after Laurie. So I like that. And then he finally sums up his review by saying, Halloween Kills is a blood-filled roller coaster of a film. Not only will it leave everyone yearning for a conclusion, which they'll get, but it also leaves a lasting, memorable impact. He gave it a 4 out of 5. I like that.
I like that. That's the way I wish my sex life was, but it's not. But I that's a solid review. And again, I know people are going to be like, well, you guys are only saying it's solid when it's like a favorable review. I mean, no, look, if somebody came with a negative review and it made sense as far as in what they were typing, I'd be like, okay, well, I get what they're saying because they're obviously a horror fan and they didn't enjoy it for this or that or this reason. But no, some of these fuckers are just angry at the world and they hate their wiener. But that's a solid review. That's a solid review.
Yeah, and
it just happens to be positive.
And he also talked about the negatives, which we agreed with as far as the last film goes. So, yeah, and that's what we talked about at the beginning of this. And I'll reiterate it here because a lot of these people weren't in here. We haven't seen the movie. We're not shitting on people because they didn't like it. Some of the people we are shitting on and dunking on right now are the people who showed up to watch a movie they didn't want to fucking see in the first place. Yeah. Like, it's and so I'm sure hard to be in Venice, in Italy, and my bayonet was cold, and my scrambled eggs got cold, and then they made me watch a horror movie.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're wonderful people that take their mother to church and shit like that in real life outside of reviews. I'm just shitting on their work as a reviewer, so that's all I'm doing.
It's
okay,
just professional critique, and if you're a critic, then you should be able to take a critique. You gotta know what a crumpet is before you know what a cricket is, or you know what I'm saying.
Jose Canseco Pat, tell me you didn't pay money for this.
more of these too, by the way. There's a lot more coming up, so hang tight, guys. Let me grab a couple of these super chats real quick. Marco Vivalatoro, hey buddy, good to see you. Too much action or not enough? Same with horror. People are never happy with the modern times. I get what you're saying.
That's
man.
True. Yeah.
And then this chat. Daniel Scott. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that as well. He says, this is what happens when Michael unplugs from the Matrix. Also, has it been 20 minutes yet? Yeah, you're welcome back in the chat, and thank you very much.
You can come back in. You could always come back in.
You don't have to have money. It just feels good when you, it feels good on the whole. Marco Vivalatoro, thank you so much, dude. Marco Vivalatoro says, Michael and Laurie are to each other what Nancy and Freddie and Andy is to Chucky. They're each other's perfect storm. They were there first to stop them. I
get that.
The good, the evil, you gotta have it, man. You gotta put it in a fucking blender and turn it on, but get a good one, because if you get a bad one, then you try to put ice in it to make a smoothie, and the blades will break. And you'll have to buy one anyway, so you might as well just buy a fancier blender when you start. Gaming Stork says, do you think Michael Myers is going to drive a car in this movie? Maybe those driving lessons he learned are still fresh.
I don't know. He's riding on top of one, so maybe he forgot. He's like, well, I'm just gonna ride on top of this one until I get to where I'm going, and then I'll fucking figure it out. But yeah, who knows? Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. I
like it when he drives.
I almost dropped something. I can't drop what I want to say, but I think that you'll definitely see Michael driving at some point in the movie for sure.
Wouldn't shock me a bit. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that you will.
Yeah.
Anthony Fitzgerald said, read an article praising the flashback scenes and the man playing Michael in those scenes. Looking forward to see how those play out. Yeah, we also get a new Michael in this, by the way. There's another guy playing Michael, so
he's a handsome motherfucker. Have you seen him? Very good looking guy.
Yes, maybe.
I hope they pull his mask off and his pants down.
Maybe get him on the show.
It's like,
get him some love. Maybe pull his pants down. Maybe put his in your. Never mind. Chuck Meyer says, it's been 3 years. I'm seeing a Halloween movie. Reviews or not. Love you guys. Stay safe and love the people. Oh, yeah. We're fucking seeing it, dude. Even, you know what? Not only will I see it at least 3 times, regardless of what the reviews say, if I go and see it and think it sucks ass, I will still go see it at least 3 times to make sure. You know what I mean?
I'm going to see it a lot. Well, I'm going to see it once. But if I think it sucks ass, I'm going to give you guys a false review, because I'm still going to love it. No, I won't. I won't do that. But no, I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see it, man. I'm going to see it as I guess as many times as I can. Yeah. With everything that's going on.
Chad says, can I have Jay ask when Michael became Steve Austin?
You want me to ask when Michael became Steve Austin?
I think he means maybe as Loomis say, when did you become Steve Austin? I'm not sure. But
when did you become Steve Austin? Why do you walk out with music like the rattlesnake has, with glass shattering, and you walk down with your head bobbling like this. You stupid shithead. You're no wrestler. You're an overindulged fat baby from the Smithsonian Museum. Shut up, William Shatner asshole.
All right, back into these, and this one's a lot shorter. This comes from awardswatch.com and Savina Petkova. That's a cool last name. I don't know what you said here, Savina, but I like your name. She gave the movie a B, and she says that no doubt it's not up to slasher films to dissect the killer's psychology, but the ones who attempt to do it without holding off its resourcefully choreographed killings make the most thrilling watch. And here Green's outdone himself. Michael's nimble use of pipes, torches, lamps, and all other household items when stabbing or suffocating his victims elevates the horrific experience to an uncanny degree, like the X-Men. Also, as if people are being butchered by their own, it's as if people are being butchered by their own homes. Like, goddamn, he's killing people so bad they think their fucking house did it. Like, this can't be real. That's fucking wild. I like it. She gave the movie a B.
That's not bad. I mean, and Michael's utilizing different weapons to do his business. Well, that's great. Yeah, it's like you could finally figure out. Yeah, it's like Clue. He's like, I think Professor Plum did it with a candlestick. He's using anything and everything that he can get his fucking hands on.
Savina was writing her notes like, I remember a pipe and a light bulb and a knife and his hands. And
it looks like me when I was trying to cheat for my exam.
AK says this interesting.
But what?
JK said, AK, sorry, said it's interesting that JLC hypes up the message of psychological trauma in those two movies, but yet the negative reviews say it's just a messy bloodbath. They get into that
interesting.
In these later ones. They mentioned several times in these reviews that you can tell that the movie is trying to, that it says something for a second about the mob mentality. It says something for a moment that kind of ties in today's times with mob mentalities and stuff like that. There's some words about the police force failing. You don't have a police force, right? Mm-hmm. But that ultimately it doesn't last long. It comes and it goes. And I think for this kind of movie, maybe that's a good thing. But I don't know.
I think look, I think that she's not going to give you a bunch of bullshit. I think it is a psychological movie, and I think it is a trauma-related movie. And I mean, I think the whole thing is about Laurie getting over the trilogy itself. While Michael is the main guy, I think someone just mentioned it in the comments. It's Michael's movie in this one. It's no doubt it's Michael's movie, but the whole overarching story of the trilogy that they're trying to put together here is overcoming your demons, setting your course right, and coming full term to what's the trauma that's occurred, facing your demons down. And I think that, and actually I think that they even had mentioned that there's a very an emotional scene in this. So look, these are reviewers that, again, I really think that a lot of them watched the movie and they probably haven't watched any other Halloween films ever, or maybe one other one ever in their life. So they can't get all the context. If you don't watch the films or do your goddamn research, you fucking loser slug, what are you going to do? I mean, they don't have any context for it. So the fact is, what?
I was just saying, we're not talking about the last reviewer. We're talking about like the thread of reviewers.
She seemed okay.
We're talking about it really before we have a chance to get to them. But like, there's
people, I was generally speaking.
But like, I mean, it's a lot of us are here to see a Halloween film. But some of the reviewers in Venice, you'll find as we go along here, were there to watch a film that is about what they're interested, which was clearly politics. This is not starting it's politics loud in horror movies conversation. This is starting you went to see a Halloween Kills movie, and you're angry that there's not enough politics in it. That's not the movie's fault. But anyways, okay, sorry. Gary Catlett.
I don't know if there's politics. I don't know if that's what they're pissed off about. I just think that they're pussies.
No, that's what I was saying is in the other reviews that they do say. They do say. Gary Catlett says the other Michael's not Tony. Is it? God, I'm pretty sure Tony Moran's not going to be in this fucking movie. Pretty sure we can knock that one down. That's no spoiler.
Tony Moran's becoming Virgil from the WWF. He'll just pop up in your picture and charge you for it.
Lorraine Smucker says, have to drop to get back to work. Couldn't leave without thanking you for the Thursday afternoon laughs. Thank you for hanging out with us, Lorraine.
Hey, thanks.
The recap will be here when you're done. Derek B says it right, even though I hate his fucking face. I'm kidding. I love you, and I've slept with you multiple times. He says, never pay full price for late pizza. And that's
That's
a fact.
true.
That is very true. Okay, let's get into this. The Hollywood Reporter. We're taking a turn to Negative Town, party of view, bro. The Hollywood Reporter ripped this apart. They say, evil dies tonight, shout the inflamed townsfolk of Haddonfield, Illinois, more times than you can count in Halloween Kills. Or maybe it's a franchise dies tonight. I might have misheard. Either way, this latest installment is like a latex ghoul mask, so stretched and shapeless, it no longer fits.
Why are you trying to talk like Moriarty from fucking like goddamn Sherlock Holmes?
Look, Mom, I made a metaphor for a mask because it's about Halloween and he wears a mask. I'm so clever.
I don't know what you say. What was it again?
He said, well, first he said, evil dies tonight. Or maybe it's a franchise dies tonight.
This guy sounds like a guy that had so many wedgies in high school, his ass is still fucking recovering from it. That exactly sounds like a geek nerd thing to say. I can't believe they made a movie about Michael Myers. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, fucking vomit in your face. Oh, like, fuck.
Who just celebrates in the bask of something they think sucks? Like, I think the franchise dies tonight. You're like the redheaded guy in fucking Ghostbusters that gets them all in trouble.
Walter Peck.
Yeah.
It's true. This man has no dick, and that's true. He sounds like a small wienered asshole. Again, you know, these reviews, while they're interesting to pick apart and make fun, it literally has no bearing on anything because I know exactly what kind of assholes these are. Like, these are people that literally don't give a shit about the franchise. They don't care about anything with regarding the history of Michael Myers. So these are just like, again, I've used this word before, schlocky morons that get a job, they think there's something special, and they get behind a computer and they start pounding it away while they're, pounding their secretary. That's not their wife. And they, that's it. It's fucking stupid. I don't know. I don't really, I almost feel like this is like picking on people that, like, I don't know, shit themselves constantly in the hallways of high school. Well, it's just so easy to do.
Yeah, it's bad. He goes on to say, Green has made exactly the kind of witless, worthless sequel that bled the franchise dry in the 1980s and 1990s. If the franchise sucked so fucking much in the 1980s and 1990s, fucking Rooney, then tell me this. Why is it the fucking big draw of the festival your fucking ass is sitting at right now? If it was so bad in the 80s and 90s. If the sequel was so bad.
The only thing that was so bad for this dude in the 1980s, 1990s was the last time he had sex. And I know he feels bad about this. But look, and I know people are going to get, again, these are all jokes. Okay, don't worry. I don't know the motherfucker for real. But anyway, the review itself is like, it's like extrapolating as a joke, the review, and then kind of making fun of the person. But, I'm not really making fun of the person. I don't know the person.
Yeah, and I do want to focus more on what they're saying rather than them. But I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah, but I'll do both. But either way, it's obviously it's from a person that doesn't like the film or didn't like the franchise to begin with. They only like the original Halloween, and that's all they know about. So they don't give a shit about anything else. Again, I don't take these fuckers seriously at all. I really don't.
It's that you're doing a poor job. That's the problem. The problem is that you're doing a poor job. If you don't understand the franchise and you don't understand the movie, and more importantly, you don't like the movie and you don't want to see the movie, why are you there? Why are you there? You're taking up a seat
paid
for someone who could be doing. Yeah, but you should. You know what I mean? Like, why is this your profession? Like, so many people would have done anything to write that article for that site. That's all I'm saying. But
make that dollar bill, y'all.
He says, what's most disappointing is that after reimagining Curtis Laurie as a fierce warrior grandmother hardened by PTSD into a tough customer at a considerable cost to her personal relationships, here she's basically sidelined post-surgery recovery. She gets to spout some wobbly Halloween lore about Michael transcending mortality to become a superhuman disseminator of fear, but mostly she's just killing time waiting for the inevitable showdown in the closing chapter. Like, it's not this movie. We had the Laurie movie. Had this all been about just Laurie, this same guy would have fucking said, oh, we're doing the same thing as the last movie, so why'd you stretch it into sequels? It's about the town. How many fucking times do they have to tell you? It's not about Laurie this time. It's about the fucking town this time. It's a different fucking movie, I think
there should be more Laurie. I think you're wrong. I think you're so insensitive and sexist. You're a bigot, Mike. You son of a bitch.
That's true.
That's what it is.
I hate turtles.
That's what it is. Yeah, you like turtles. You like to shove them right up your ass.
I hate them. That's why I'm
Yeah, that's why you're not a Turtles fan, huh? You hate Turtles?
I like.
You're
Yeah.
racist to get Turtles?
Hey.
But yeah,
this turtles.
This is dude, again. I mean, I know there's more articles, but I roll my eyes so fucking hard. I break another universe in another galaxy. These are losers, dude. Like, I mean, these are people that no matter what, if it was the greatest fucking movie of all time, just because it's a horror movie and it's a Michael Myers thing or whatever, they're gonna shit all over it. It doesn't matter. They walked in with preconceptions. And it doesn't matter.
It's just that like your job is to review movies for a living, and you can't understand why the sequel's not doing the exact same storyline as the first one. Like what are you missing here? He also says Green amps up the violence and gore at the expense of actual scares or even a modicum of suspense. Now, this is actually, if this is true, this is, I think, a legit criticism. He said Green amps up the violence and gore at the expense of actual scares or even a modicum of suspense. This is a curiosity-numbing bloodbath as the masked Michael supplements his knife skills with everything from a pickaxe to a fluorescent light tube.
I like that.
Within the context of Carpenter's laser-focused plotting, Michael's kills were often subversively playful, suggesting a warped sense of humor beneath his psychosis. Here, he's just a mayhem machine going through the motions. Again,
what the fuck kind of weird shit? Like, do you eat people for a living? Like, I mean, this motherfucker seems like he's a Jeffrey Dahmer, like it has body parts in his goddamn refrigerator. Well, the first film was playful, and he was like slicing them up. It was playful though. This one's just too violent. It's just too over the top. This guy sounds like a serial killer that's writing this. He was like, as a serial killer, I would never do these things. You are fucking, this is beyond, like, dude, I can't, this is like torture to listen to these fucking people talk about this movie because one, yes, Michael was more subtle, but I think that you're missing the point here in Halloween Kills. They can't make the exact same Michael Myers that existed in 1978. The reason why is that even, the trailer actually tells you that each kill that Michael gets, he ascends or whatever the fuck she said, or transcends.
Yeah.
He started off because you have to look at it in the timelines that are going on right now. The other movies don't exist. It's just the 1978 film, then Halloween 2018, now Halloween Kills. So Michael is transcending evil. He's becoming more of what Dr. Loomis always said that he was. He's embracing that side of himself, and he's becoming the best Spice Girl he can be. And this is a violent. I almost feel like the violence that Gordon Green is showing in this film is almost like and I'm getting way too technical here, and it's almost philosophical, but I almost feel like like a cocoon. It's like this. He's gonna emerge if he keeps transcending. He's gonna emerge as this goddamn Samhain god. Like I'm gonna be a naughty god, But you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it went over his fucking head because again, this guy's not familiar. He's probably thinking of all the other Halloween sequels, which is fine, but you're not understanding this is literally a different timeline. It's not even the same timeline.
He's saying that he hated the sequels, and basically what he goes on to say later on here is but you can tell when you read the whole thing that this guy loved the 78 film, and nothing's ever going to compare for him. So it's like I think
sing me a Sinead O'Connor song.
I think he's being a dick multiple times, and I think some of the aspects of this are bad. But I think that he's just one of those. He's one of those that he did love the original film, and he can't get over the fact that it's never going to be the same. But he says. What he said earlier, though, I do want to mention that is a bad thing if that happens. I think a lot of people were worried about that. Not the second half of what he said, but what he says, the violence is amped up and the gore at the expense of actual scares or suspense. So if there's just a lot of gore and he's just killing people and none of these moments are actually scary to the audience, that is a criticism, if true, I can understand. You know what I mean?
This is my face for that dude. I was like, I want to see it.
You want it to be. I mean, I too, but you got to make it scary before the kill too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but I mean at the same time, like we're super fans, so if we see Michael just fucking shit up left and right like that in Halloween 6 when he's like in the operating room, I'm like, I like it. I'm like, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it, but I know that it's not for everybody. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, of course, there's got to be a build up and a suspense, and I understand what that aspect of it for sure. Yeah. But if Michael, but again, if it's just if the movie was designed to show the unadulterated rage of Michael Myers, the complete unleashing of this evil, fuck it, let him go fucking balls to the wall, because the third one's going to be let it be Empire Strikes Back. Let it be fucking violent. Well, yeah, because Luke lost his hand.
Yeah.
Spoilers. And and a very dark toned for the bad guys. The bad guys are winning, and then the third one will be more like a Return of the Jedi or Return of the Lori. But even though I don't think she makes it out of this one, but that's speculation.
Yeah, she said on stage that she's in Halloween Ends, so you gotta let go.
She's lying.
You gotta let go. She doesn't die.
It's flashbacks. It's flashbacks.
And
you know what? It's not even flashbacks of her in the movie. It's flashbacks of her in her panties and bras and True Lies.
Hey, I take that.
Yeah, I do.
That's
nice.
a good moment, man. Good moment. So last thing this guy says is the worst thing this guy says. He says, perhaps the saddest way in which Green bulldozes the lean and mean essence of the Carpenter mold is how far he strays from the latter's insidious use of music. This is really dumb. Yeah. He says, for those of us who saw the phenomenally successful 1978 indie back before its terrifying power had been diluted by endless ripoffs and riffs, the needling synth notes of Carpenter's score could plant themselves in our heads whenever we entered a dark, empty house. Like,
what the fuck is he talking about?
I want to reiterate real fast.
No, I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
So it's like Billy Madison.
No, that's literally if
Slow
somebody
down.
it literally sounds like a drunken ramble at a bar next to me, and someone's saying this bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
What he's saying here essentially is the music sucked, and nothing will ever compare to the original film. And how stupid of you, like, to say what you just said, that Green bulldozes the lean and mean essence of the Carpenter mold is how far he strays from Carpenter's insidious use of music. Like, do you not tell me, Hollywood Reporter, did you hire a man to go to Venice and review a movie and he didn't even understand John Carpenter did the music for the Halloween film? Is that what we just fucking read? Does this guy think that David Gordon Green made the fucking music? Because it sounds like this guy thinks that David Gordon Green scored fucking Halloween Kills. And if this guy thinks that David Gordon Green scored Halloween Kills, I want his fucking job. We'll share it. Jay will take the mornings and I'll take the evenings. Okay?
I'm not taking. I'm too hungover.
I'll take it by myself. You can have.
You can take the mornings and I'll take the evenings. Yeah, I'm hungover in the mornings.
You take the back.
I know you do.
I'm a morning person.
I love the doggy style. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, this guy's not done his research at all. And by the way, you wouldn't want to work for a company like this. This is probably just some. Anyway,
Reporter,
well, that's
yeah.
Woo. The Hollywood Reporter is like a goddamn. I would wipe my ass with their pages because it's the same thing as Variety to me. But yeah, like, look, the guy doesn't know his fucking, he doesn't know his ass from his asshole. Like, he just fucking is a moron. Like, he's a moron. Like, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about it because it's pissing me off, and I don't want to get on a rant here.
Let's we got a few more to go through. Not quite many as long as that one. So real quick, I'll get into these comments from you guys. Chad Cosper said,
because I gotta go pee.
Okay. He said, sorry, I meant Loomis, and I had meant the $6 million man. My bad. I suck. Thanks for reviewing everything. No, you don't fuck suck. You don't fuck suck, Chad. You're fucking awesome, dude. We appreciate it, man. He meant
thanks, man.
Loomis to say why isn't Michael he meant that Steve Austin. Okay. We thought he meant Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay. Yeah, well, I went with it.
Solo Pilot says, Korjai here. What's up, Korjai? Good guy, man.
Hey,
if you guys were to direct a new Freddy movie, what would you do in terms of story, or as a fan, what would you like to see? That's a loaded question, Korjai.
Basic idea I would say is I would like to see the human side of him. Like, honestly, I would build up the disgusting part of Freddy Krueger as the fact that he's a child molester, and I would go through all the way up into, I would have hints of supernatural parts to it, but I would do the entire disgusting backstory to him, and then right after the end of the trial, when they burn him up, that would be my intro into part 2.
I like
when he comes back as Freddy.
A little bit of a prequel going in there. I like what you said.
Well, that's what I would do, because I want people to understand how disgusting of a human being he is.
Yeah. I would like for them to just pick up randomly, not tell us where they are in the franchise, not tell us what Freddy Krueger is, not tell his origin story, not do any of that stuff. Although I'd like to see your movie too. But I would just like a group of kids, and Freddy starts going after him. And like, you can lose, like, I feel like sometimes you need to cut the lore off a little bit and start something new. Don't change the rules and all that.
Yeah.
Two, as good as it was, try to change the rules too much.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'd like to just jump in there.
The only thing I would agree with it, and I like it, but the thing is, I think the whole strength of Freddy's character is the fact that he's a disgusting child molester.
Yeah,
that Wes Craven wanted to drive home. He wanted to make sure you can't really cheer for him. He became a pop culture icon.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
But we know that, though. Like, we know that about him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they did that, I mean, they don't really hone in on that part. But yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Well,
saying
they tried to do it with a remake. They tried to, but they did a really bad job.
Yeah, they did. Mike Production says, I thought Michael's mask would be fused to his face from the fire. That'd be brutal and badass. Also seems the crowd chants evil dies tonight. They do, and they mentioned that in some of these reviews.
I thought so too.
I was real bummed, actually, that we didn't get the fucking face squish off scene. I wanted that.
Then that would have been, you know what? And that would have been cool if they had that happen where the skin was still attached to the mask when she pulled it off, like duct tape. And because then the face would be all fucked up. And even if you showed the face, you really didn't see the face.
You are one ugly motherfucker.
Yeah. It'd be like goddamn Predator.
All right, last one I'll read here before, and we'll let you take a piss, man. Joe says, my first kid's due when Halloween Kills premieres. Hey, congrats on the first
all
kid,
right.
dude. Bad timing, though.
That's terrible.
You should have fucking planned ahead.
Take that kid to the institution. Lock him up. Joe. And throw away the key. I'll be with you in 15 years.
Congratulations, though, man. That's beautiful.
Hey, man, congratulations for sure.
We'll save you a seat.
Don't take that kid. Don't be that parent. I know he's newborn. Don't take him to the theater. Yeah. Don't do it. And don't do it.
Don't miss the birth for the kid. Like some guy at a hockey game held up a sign to the cameras, and it was like missing the birth of my firstborn child for this. And he was all proud of it, and everybody was like, "Yeah, that's a divorce coming."
He held that sign up.
He held it up.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're getting divorced.
He should have held up a sign like, I'm missing the birth of my brother's baby. Not mine.
He forgot the golden rule when it comes to women, and that when they say it's fine, it's not fucking fine. His pregnant wife somewhere was just in a good mood, having a good day, and she was like, that's fine, honey. I understand. I know you want to be at the game. And then he did that shit, and he's going to suffer for the rest of his life. All right? So RIP that guy's life.
Yeah. All right. I will be back. By the way, really want to appreciate you guys sticking around. There's 564 of you sexy bastards in the lobby. We don't know most of you. And I know that some of you are brand new and you're like, God, why the fuck did I click on this? But it's so bad I can't click away. Yeah. And we appreciate that too.
Yeah. And my bladder's doing solid, dude. So I'll just chill that way. We don't have to even take a break. You just take
you drank coffee, so you're probably gonna have to take a dump soon.
Yeah. I already drank one cup and then pooped, and then so I'm on the second poop.
You're gonna have poopy times.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right, cool. Read some of what you guys think while Jay's taking him a pee-pee in the toilet. Pee-pee in the toilet. Yeah, man, it's like, and I just want to reiterate one more time for those of you guys who are new here. And by the way, fucking like Jay said, it's amazing. So many of you guys took time out of your afternoon this Thursday to hang with us. When we say things personally, that's in jest. That's a joke. And also, we're not actually this mad at people. It's just arguing a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to think that we're this like truly upset deep down. It's just looking at someone and saying, hey, man, you did a shitty job. And what you did was unfair. It wasn't fair to the movie. It wasn't fair to the people who worked on the movie. It's not that you didn't like it. Don't care whether or not people liked the movie or didn't like the movie. That's some people hate Halloween 2018, and we loved it, but totally get their points. But it's what they're saying in these reviews that pisses you off so, because they don't know anything about the movie. They're complaining that it's a slasher movie with a lot of kills in it, when it's a slasher movie about Michael fucking Myers called Halloween Kills. That's like when people come on our channel and they tell us not to curse so much. We're talking about fucking movies. You're watching a review for a movie where a fucking, like a Chucky doll fucking goes around, a child's doll goes around and fucking murders people and makes sex jokes. But you don't like cursing? You don't like us to say ass, fuck, shit, cunt, cock, while we're talking about literal fucking murder. Multiple murders. It's so stupid. Like, it's as asinine as going to the fucking Venice Film Festival to in part celebrate an actress's Lifetime Achievement Award and then shit on her in your review. Don't understand it. Don't understand it at all. Talk about the movie. Talk about this movie, why it sucks, why you don't like it. List off your fucking reasons. Don't fucking wax philosophical about fucking horror movies and slasher movies, okay? You the fucking one who sat down to watch this horror slasher movie, okay? Nobody fucking made you. Nobody fucking made you. I almost went into Mark Wahlberg. Nobody fucking made you sit down and watch Halloween Kills. You sat your ass in that fucking chair and watch Halloween Kills. Don't come to me crying about it, okay? But like literally, I can't understand being that bad at your job. Not knowing anything about the lore, not knowing anything about the sequel, spoiling shit. God, the two things that were spoiled in these reviews, so obvious. so fucking obvious. Like, if you knew anything about this movie leading up to it, if you took a goddamn second, and you know what, it's on Blumhouse too, and it's on Universal too. The fact that they didn't take the time. If Jay and I review a fucking movie, a lot of times we get a list from Netflix or wherever that says, hey, don't mention this, it's a fucking spoiler. Don't mention this, it's a fucking spoiler. You're premiering a movie this big at the Venice Film Festival with all these people there, and they're reviewing the movie, and you're not gonna fucking pass out the notes or get the notes to your outlets that say, hey, don't talk about this, it's a spoiler. And also, why are we doing Halloween Kills in Venice? Well, why are we not doing it at a fucking horror convention? I know, that sounds crazy. That sounds dumb, and I know what you're gonna say. Oh, they don't fucking debut movies at horror conventions. They fucking should. I mean, they should do them where people who want to see the movies can see them. So I think that this is part on Universal and Blumhouse too. I'm not going to go up to Kimbo Slice and ask him to review fucking an episode of my kid's favorite TV show.
Why not? That'd be interesting.
Because he probably doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know. Just doesn't make any
sense. Like, I walked in here, it smells like, I feel like the room smells like Sasha Mitchell's gym in Kickboxer 2. I don't know why.
It smells like what?
Like is it Sasha Mitchell? Is that his name? From Kickboxer 2?
Oh, I don't know. I never saw it. Still haven't watched it.
Oh, dude, you got to watch that movie. Anyway, yeah. It just smells like like a karate fucking gymnasium in here. Not like terrible, but it's just like a sense of like war, because all these fucking reviews.
Yeah, I know. CFS Studio says, welcome to Haddonfield, population 0. Well, actually 1, population Michael. He's the only fucking one. Anthony Stanfield said, I mean, what do you think people were saying when Halloween 78 first came out, and now it's an absolute classic? True. These things, and again, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I'm glad you said that, Anthony. They don't actually fucking matter. And again, we're not actually upset. We just get animated when we talk. I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh God, who cares, dude? Chill. It's just animated when we talk.
I can't wait for the defamation lawsuits that are going to come out. And I was like, guess what? I ain't got no money. You suing for shit.
That is a good point, though. And Parker Bell, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that as well. Everybody keeps saying someone's behind you. Is it Michael Myers? I hope it's not Kimbo fucking Slice. So, all right. Let's keep this train rolling. Rolling down the bin, and I ain't seen the sunshine since Michael's butt crack. I've had too much coffee, and now I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize. This review comes from GamesRadar.com from Leela Latif. I don't know how she says that. She says it toggles the action backwards and forwards to see how the fallout manifested across the entire town of Haddonfield. Compelling takes emerge on potent themes: survivor's remorse, mob mentality, the ghoulish fascination that can surround murder sites. Many horror movies become frustrating as characters make daft decisions, putting themselves in unnecessary danger. But
isn't that every horror movie, though?
Well, no, that's what she's saying. She says, see, and this is, I kind of did this one backwards, because the reason I highlighted this is because there's a lot of these reviews, a lot of their biggest qualms with Halloween Kills is they say the characters are stupid and they do stupid things. Okay. But this girl gets it. And here's what she says about that. Where was I? She says, okay, many horror movies become frustrating as characters make daft decisions, putting themselves in unnecessary danger. But Halloween Kills intriguingly suggests that these characters are almost doing it on purpose, lining up to be cannon fodder as a way of processing their deepest fears. Easier to come to a nasty end than live your whole life terrified. That's fucking insightful.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't mind that too much. Yeah, maybe.
It's a stretch. Yeah,
my life is just like fucking out there, and everything sucks. I didn't get that raise. My wife's cheating on me, and my wiener is small. Fuck it. Let somebody slice my throat.
I think the idea is that
I know what she's saying. Fighting your demons, and
no, they've been living in fear of Michael Myers since they were children. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, combating your inner fears. Yeah, I get that. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
it's a stretch, but it's insightful. That's all I'm saying. It's in comparison to so many of these reviews are bashing the fact that the characters make stupid decisions, which, by the way, like you said, isn't that every fucking slasher movie?
I mean, literally from the beginning of time. So.
Yeah, they wouldn't exist if people didn't make stupid decisions in them. But I get it's okay to ask for more, for better. But she says ultimately this does exactly what middle of trilogy entry should do: have a blast while ably setting up the big finale. So I'm cool with that as well. We all know Halloween Ends is coming, and some of these reviewers you'll see act like that is a fucking horrible thing, that there even is going to be a Halloween Ends. But Eon Cinema, Nicholas Bell, says there's truth in having too much of a good thing, or rather adhering to the sage advice, all things in moderation. Overload is definitely the energy of Halloween Kills. Like,
well, okay, so you're saying that Halloween Kills took a shot of 5-hour energy and everyone's gonna have a good time. What the fuck is your problem? I liked some cocaine.
This movie's too fucking good, y'all.
Yeah, he's like, I went to a party and there was a lot of sexy women. They're like, do you want to like snort coke off the stripper's ass? No, I'm sorry. What? I thought this was a church meeting. Oh, like I like it. Overload. Let's have it.
Yeah, like I would see a movie called Halloween Kills, and they killed on Halloween too much. There was too many kills in Halloween Kills. Like what?
So I went to a Halloween party and I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. Except everybody was dressed up as demons and goblins. I'm like, oh my god, do you not have a life? It was a costume party, you idiot.
Exhibit,
you stupid idiot.
Exhibit would show up to his house and pimp his ride, and he would literally complain about it afterwards. Like, it's too much. I don't like nice things. It just makes no sense. And again, he's another one that says that starts the fucking review off by saying there's too much Michael Myers. There's too many Halloweens.
That's like going to a Thanksgiving dinner and saying there's too much turkey. Are you fucking stupid? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't like this turkey dinner with all these gravy and cranberries and mashed taters and like fucking gravy. What? You dumbass.
And again, if you're going to start a review of a movie with, I don't think this movie should exist in the first place, then you're not operating in good faith. That's fucking terrible. He says the script from Danny McBride and Scott teams find themselves at a loss attempting to navigate a plethora of characters, all who basically make the same statements. Now that I do fear a little bit, right? Because
I will. Yeah, that's a possibility. Because there is like a small chance that, you know, and what he's trying to say, I think, is, well, it's like our review. Like sometimes I'll say something or Michael say something and we just say the same thing like 20 minutes later.
Yeah. And
you're like, yeah, you assholes. I know that other guy just said it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like if Lori's like, we need to stop Michael and his transcending to evil. And then 5 minutes later, Andy Matichik says, we need to stop Michael. And I was like, yeah, I know. Your mom just explained it. Your grandma just explained it. I know.
Yeah, it's like
I know. Can you come up with something else?
It's like her saying the boogeyman 12 times in the movie. Like, stop, we get it. You know, switch it up. Call up the shape of something else. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's not great writing if that's what happens. And I hope that that's not true. But see, we're being fair. God damn it. But he goes on to say, unfortunately, since the film was announced, and this is really dumb, unfortunately, since the film was announced as a 2-part finale with the last installment, Halloween Ends, due next year, the tension is nil in what feels like a filler cash grab. Like, okay, you knew it was a fucking middle part of a trilogy before you watched it, so stop bitching about it.
Well, and I don't know why you're comparing this film to your prostitute last night.
I thought you were going to say
filler.
prostate.
It was a filler. It was a filler cash grab. I know. But no, I mean, look, yeah.
Dude, I thought you were going to say prostate, which would have been hilarious because your prostate's literally between your dick and your butthole, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
in between.
Yeah.
Get it? It's the prostate of the.
Did I say 2 fingers? I meant 3. But yeah, I don't know. Like that's you know, saying it's filler is. Again, I think a lot of this is going to the fact that this is a very over the top, graphic, gory movie. That's probably not in line with a lot of the traditional, or at least in terms of vanilla fans, in the traditional idea of what they think Michael Myers is, which is a very methodical killer, not a lot of gore, hides in the shadows. I mean, these motherfuckers think that 1978 John Carpenter's Halloween came out last year, and they're like, "What's going on? What happened?"
Yeah.
So they're just surprised. You know, this is like, you know, the first time someone had bazooka bubble gum, and they're used to Wrigley's.
I hate to say it, that I end up agreeing with him here too in this part as well. He goes on to say that there's a lot of teasing with the removal of Michael's mask, which seems to aggravate the eternal madman. Kyle Richards screams, "I saw his face!" But then we're long past the point where such a detail even matters. Whatever he looks like,
that matters a lot, actually.
Well, whatever he looks like will be a disappointment, and seeing him doesn't stop him. But what he's saying though is like we've already seen his face. Like they've seen his face.
Yeah.
His face is in the news. Like,
I don't want to see his face.
Well,
I don't know Well, we saw part of his face. Like we didn't see his full on face.
Right, but we know what he fucking looks like. You know what I mean? So like, so does the town.
Yeah, I guess he looks like from the side profile though, but you didn't get a full on straight face shot of him though, which is good.
Right, but also,
so I mean, yes, yeah, that's important as far as like, I don't want to see. As an audience member, I don't want to see his fucking face. Like I don't want to see his face like he was just looking at the camera.
Yeah, and I also don't want to see. I don't really care that much because like they've shown it already. Like for the most part, I mean, when he was standing there in the courtyard, his face was pretty much fucking clear and present. There,
well, but as the audience, we don't know. I mean, if they show his face full on, it's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss off a lot of people.
Well, and you also like you don't fucking. I really don't actually understand the obsession with getting the mask off. Like I mean, we've seen it in the trailers, Memphis, like 4 times. So if they do it a whole bunch more than that, then what he's saying here, I actually would hate to agree.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like when you see that one guy that wears saggy pants all the time and you just want to pants them. Like one time, it's not even the fact that you really, it doesn't matter like at all. Like you don't have to do that.
That makes sense.
If that guy had insulted your girl or something, but you just want to pants them because you want to see. Yeah. Look, because I bet you don't wipe your ass and you got a dirty butt crack stain on your underwear.
Take that damn thing off.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know. It is a stupid infatuation, though. It's like everyone's always trying to take off the goddamn mask. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree. That guy gave it a 2.5 out of 10, which there's no fucking
holy shit.
There's just no fucking way it's
what
that bad.
What the fuck? This man has no pulse.
Thanks, Parker Bell. Appreciate that, man. Solo Pilot said if the Freddy movie was a prequel, would you do linear or non-linear structure between his lives as an adult, kid, or teen?
I would do a linear structure. Definitely. You have to do it that way because I mean, again, it would be setting up Freddy Krueger. In the second one, you would get full on Freddy. And again, it wouldn't even be the fact that, it's obviously gross. No one wants to talk about it and explore that. But the idea of doing the linear structure, showing what kind of piece of shit he is, showing, I don't know how far back you would go. I wouldn't go back to and make him like relatable. Like as far as like, he came from a broken childhood home or anything like that. I would just show him starting as a janitor in the school or something in that effect. And then just being a creep. Like starting out with good intentions, but it would be like Kevin Bacon, the Woodsman, but the bad way, like where he's an actual fucking nasty human being. I like linear. And I think Kevin Bacon would still, to this day, would be an awesome fucking Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I agree with you on that for sure. Trash Panda Tattoos says, come on, everybody, like the video. Appreciate that, man. That was nice of you. And by the way, everybody in here, if you do like the video, that's a huge help to us. We really would appreciate it if you just take a second, click it, because it helps our video do better, and it helps us do better. So that'd be a nice thing for you to do if you don't mind to take a second. But we got 4 of these reviews left to do, to go through.
You got any more brain busters?
This one, Ricky Rizzuto. This one comes from IndieWire, and if I remember correctly, I fucking hate it. It comes from Ben Kroll, and he says,
Ben what?
Kroll. Ben Kroll. Yeah. Ben Kroll.
That guy hadn't been laid since the caveman days. I'm kidding. He's probably a very handsome man. He's a good guy.
He says, where'd it go? He says, and for all that, all the carnage Michael Myers unleashes on the residents of Haddonfield, a masked madman might be the lesser of their concerns, because even as, this is it. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this guy. This is his fucking critical review, okay? This is his art. This is what he does. He went and he watched this movie, and you know what he complains about through half this fucking review? The fact that it exists in the first goddamn place, and the fact that the first movie made so much money. Listen to what he says. He says, because even as they live in the toll and trauma of Killer Mike's many reigns of terror, a far weightier chef's knife of Damocles, whatever the fuck that word is, Damocles hangs over the townspeople's heads. That $159 million, the 2018 Halloween reboot banked at the domestic box office. To the townspeople's corporeal misfortune, the $159 million check, $255 million worldwide, was cashed by Hollywood, where successful performances don't get sequels, they get sagas, where one film's promise that evil dies tonight runs headfirst into next year's promise of a threequel. Just you wait. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Who cares? Review the fucking movie and shut the fuck up.
Dude, this is the angriest fucking Dungeons and Dragons nerd I've ever heard in my life. Even though I like D&D, but there was so much to unpack there.
Did he direct?
And you read it so fast.
No,
I don't know, dude. we don't have enough time to go into everything I want to say because again I'm going to get angry because I'm already starting to feel the rage, Michael. I'm already starting to feel it. I'm trying to hold back. I know I'm being mean in some regards, but I can get really nasty. With people like this. He just sounds like a pitiful asshole that complains that he has to tip anybody at supper if he goes out to eat.
And again, his readers didn't come to read about his opinion on box office numbers. They came to read what he got to do, which was get on a fucking plane and go to a beautiful fucking place in the country and watch a movie that fucking thousands of fans are dying to see. And what did he do? He came back and was like, that's basically this fucking review. That's what you did with that fucking trip and all that fancy shit you probably ate. You came back and you farted on the mic.
I just watched Star Wars for the first time, and all I can say is that it's just another multi-billion-dollar project for a company that already has multi-billion dollars. And can we just take a page out of Oprah Winfrey's book? They could really just build schools in Africa, and everybody would just be like, yeah, that's what they should do. But instead of that, they would rather put their money and invest it in a killer that just runs around and slices people up. I live near an ocean, so I know more than you. And I don't know if you know that because I live in California and you guys are just peasants. So basically, Michael Myers is nothing more than an over-aggressive, woman-hating man. So yeah, that's my review. Thanks so much, Venice, California. Fuck this asshole. I don't even want to listen to any more of his words.
He says
his words are sickening. It's poison.
I don't like that movies make money. See you later.
Yeah, his words are herpes for the ears. I don't want to hear it anymore.
That makes no fucking sense. There is one more thing that this dumbass says. He says, speeches about community healing just don't land the same when Michael is making mincemeat of the town's fire brigade with a chainsaw. Of course, that is the slasher films remit, with whatever release we get from the genre coming from seeing violence enacted, not overcome. So you can't exactly blame the filmmakers for doing their job. What? A man uses a chainsaw in a movie? And hang on. You went to a movie called Halloween Kills, and you're complaining in your review that in a movie called Halloween Kills, they don't talk enough about community healing, and they use chainsaws too much.
What in the fuck? Are we talking about Tony Robbins? Hey, guess what, guys? I wanted to go see a Halloween movie because I wanted to come out feeling inspired and full of life. And did this motherfucker write this review with Crayola? Was this in between Snack Time
no, he wrote it in his own
coloring books?
Juice is what he wrote.
I feel like this was in between Snack Time and coloring books, and this guy decided to write a review. Guess what? Grow the fuck up. We're not living in goddamn Candyland, you pussy. That's what you are. Shut the fuck. This guy, this is the kind of guy that if he were in the bar, he would immediately be like, that guy right there, that guy looks like straight up Ted Bundy. It's just the same disgusting attitude.
I don't even know what to do with it. Here's one that lands kind of in the middle from Screen Daily and Windy Eyed. You know what? Most of the reviews that I've enjoyed have come from the women that have seen this movie. A lot of the guys are being little bitches. Okay, I just want to say that real quick.
This is only the second woman, though, isn't it?
No, there's been several. There's been at least 3. She says, we'll stand in good stead with horror audiences, even if it hardly sets the genre alight. And she goes on to also say the film should connect with genre audiences, but it's unlikely to bring new fans to the franchise, which she's absolutely fucking right if you read these other critics' reviews. Like, people who don't get horror probably aren't going to get Halloween Kills. And that's a fair assessment.
I disagree because I think that Halloween 2018 did bring in a lot of new fans. I think that Halloween 2018 actually was a vehicle that David Gordon Green and Blumhouse used to not only they did something that Disney couldn't do because, Star Wars is too busy sucking off the mouse to fucking do what Halloween could do. And they're not a multi-billion-dollar company like Disney is. David Gordon Green and Blumhouse were able to not only appeal and write a love letter to horror fans and Michael Myers fans, but they were able to bring in a new generation of fans that appreciate a great horror story and great characters. And also so much, I would say, that they went probably back and watched other earlier Halloween films. Star Wars was never able to do this. So I think that she's wrong on this. I think that Halloween 2018 brought in a fresh generation of horror fans that had probably never seen Michael Myers. Probably on a date, they're like, hey, I can't wait to figure this girl in this movie, you know, at a horror movie. And then like, wait, I can't figure her. This is a great fucking movie. So I think that's what happened. I think Halloween 2018 did the job that Blumhouse wanted it to do, reinvent itself and bring itself up from the ashes. So I don't think this girl is correct at all in that assessment.
Well, she's talking about kills though. So kills may not be. I mean, we don't know. Like because Halloween they brought in the trauma and they brought in the more serious aspects of it, whatever, and it was more streamlined. If this is more genre fare, if this is more like fucking wheeling and dealing like Ric Flair, deaths left and right, then it may not be for the fans who were drawn to Halloween.
He said that they're going in the storyline of this, you know, that the other sequels didn't exist. It's only Halloween 78, 2018, then this. So if you started out with 2018, if that was your first time ever watching Halloween, all you'd have to do is go back and watch the 78 and you're caught up.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that they might not like the cut of this movie's jib because it's ultra violent and it sounds like more of a deep cut other sequel. But yeah, either way, we're mincing words,
mince and meat,
apples
mince
and oranges,
mince and words.
Reading these big words all fucking day and night long. My brain is fucking fried, dude. I can't do it. I like picture books. She says,
I like the pop-up ones.
with sounds.
Yeah. This is a lion.
I get tired after I read birthday cards. She says, what's interesting is the idea that Michael Myers' evil is too big to be contained by just one man, even one as relentless and formidable as Michael. It seeps out into the broader community, manifesting itself in the fear and fury which shapes the town's response. She goes on to say, there's something genuinely disconcerting about it, the dehumanizing effect of bloodlust and the desire for retribution. It's perhaps here that the real horror is to be found. And that's kind of what we heard David Gordon Green and everybody talk about. Like, they wanted you to feel the fucking town's presence. And it sounds like she got that. Maybe some others didn't, you know? But
yeah, you know, and the town itself, you know, it always has been a character that they really haven't explored. So I'm glad they're doing that, like in this. I feel like the town itself, this idea of mass hysteria is interesting. So the town itself becomes a character, and they're bringing that in. And I always thought that was a great idea because you imagine in Haddonfield, all these deaths that have occurred, all this curse-like activity with the same killer, and Loomis saying, "You don't have a place fast," you know, and just like, you know, all this shit. I'm really glad that you know, somebody had the vision of the idea of like, hey, you know what? It'd be really interesting to make the town the character, or at least a character or a backdrop that maybe even fuels Michael's rage. Maybe the town is soiled. You know, the ground is haughtier than a man's soul, or whatever in Pet Cemetery. I feel like that's cool though. I'm glad they did that. So
yeah, I dig that idea. Jay, I hate to do this, dude, but we're gonna end it on two really fucking shitty ones.
Okay.
It's about
well,
to get,
I mean, we've already been going so great.
It's about to get dark in here, okay? So get your gummy bears out. This shit's fucking stupid. Timeout. Not really, but this guy needs a fucking timeout from Timeout. He gave the movie 1 star out of 5. It doesn't even show his name here. Probably didn't want to write it on this piece of shit review. I don't blame him. He says, the first lines of his fucking review say, blood-caked, lumbering, seemingly unstoppable, Halloween is the franchise that refuses to die. Like, why the fuck?
So you hate the movie. You hate the movie already.
Why'd you go see it?
Yeah.
Why'd you fucking show up? Why'd you show up for work today? Go the fuck home. Okay? Let someone else go see it. Fuck.
This is like me going into Mamma Mia and being mad. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to have a good time, but I went in anyway.
Yeah.
And not because my girlfriend dragged me to do it, because I was bored. And now I'm going to write a really scathing review about it.
You think Michael Myers fucked his girlfriend or something? Like, who goes into a movie mad? You're getting paid to watch fucking
Mamma
movies.
Mia. Here we go again.
And honestly, who could be upset about Mamma Mia?
I don't even want to listen to it.
Pierce Brosnan's chest hair? Oh, Jesus.
Dude, he looked great.
Fuck yeah. But he goes on to say, later on, amidst, again, and you'll see me skipping huge swaths of these people's reviews because 97% of their fucking words are basically a movie synopsis. They all read the fucking same, man. He says the trio, but that's what Rotten Tomatoes want. That's what people want at these companies. He says the trio of writers do strain to give Hollywood Haddonfield a sense of diversity. Oh, this is where it gets fucking special, dude.
Oh no.
It gets so special.
Oh my God. I didn't know I was on Crossfire.
It gets so special. But wait, there's more. Shit. Okay. And we won't spend much time on this because God knows.
Wait, are these last two reviews like diversity thing?
No, this this one line, and we will skip over it. I do not want.
Fuck holes.
Listen to me. I don't want to get into it. I do not want to get into it. I just want to fucking point this fucking stupid fucking bullshit out real fast. He says the trio of writers do strain to give Haddonfield a sense of diversity. A gay couple now live in Myers' old family home, while the slaughter is evenly doled out to both black and white residents alike. But there's no racial commentary here. Get out. Get out. It isn't. Myers is just an equal opportunity killer.
That's exactly what a killer should be. Equal opportunity, bitch. They fucking kill you. It doesn't matter your orientation, your race, or where the fuck God you worship. He'll slice your tits off and drink your blood. You fucking want. Oh my God. Here's the thing. By the way, and I don't want to get into this either. Fuck that. I'm not getting into this anymore. Here's the thing. If you expected this movie to be driven by diversity and that's all you came into the film to watch, you need to go back and do your commercials for Extends for Braziers because you're a fucking moron.
That's too racy.
Yeah, the fact is, like, Jesus Christ, dude, nobody in their right fucking mind would ever think. Usually, normal people out there, normal fans, and by the way, there's a lot of fans of Michael Myers, black, white, Asian, Indian. There's all of them across the board, Latino. You are the biggest piece of moronic poopy from a tauntaun's ass I've ever seen in my life to think that you're going to go to see a Halloween movie because I was thinking there was going to be a diversity message and there wasn't. So immediately I was like, Twitter, hear my rage. You're a loser, dude. You're a loser and you really need to get laid. I don't care what you get laid by. It's going to be a guy, girl, or a donkey, but get your nuts off because you've got too much fucking problems going on in your brain. If you think... because you just compared it to Get Out. You just compared a Halloween movie to Get Out. What in the fucking crack did you smoke? You fucking idiot.
It's like
this is the kind of guy that literally this motherfucker literally bought he would buy crack cocaine. He would buy crack cocaine from a fucking person that was cross-eyed that barely knew their 1 through 10. He'd buy it and they'd say, "Oh, it's great crack," and he'd smoke it and be like, "I don't know why that smelled like Windex, but I did it anyway." Fuck this guy. I don't even want,
Who the fuck goes to the movies? Like, goes to a movie theater and actually counts how many white people, black people, gay people are in it? Like, that shit's more racist than just being racist. Like, why are you fucking focused on that? They're human goddamn beings. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Please.
This is what happened when they get their little fucking memo pads. They're like, 2 gay people, 2, 4 black people.
Who fucking cares, dude?
4, 27 white exclamation, 3 Latinos, 1 homemaker, 5 enchiladas.
$5 foot.
Are they racists? Yeah, this guy, by the way, these are the kind of reviews all you horror fans, all you Halloween fans, it doesn't even matter if you're a Halloween fan, just a horror fan, discontinue. These are the people that do not deserve their jobs at all. And I will say this personally, this fucking asshole, I would love to debate this prick because I would be like, dude, you are the biggest fucking soy boy I've ever seen in my life.
What is
like,
that? What's a soy
boy?
It's
a pussy. It's a pussy boy that drinks like soy milk all his life. And like a strong wind will break his bone. He'd be like, ooh. Like, this is the point being, this is the kind of guy that has a big voice. I'm not saying he does, but people like him on Twitter, Rotten Tomatoes, other places that have influence, and they cause divisiveness amongst people. This is a moron that hasn't been laid in 75,000 years and has played with himself until his hands or palm are hairy like a werewolf, and he just pissed off the world. And he's cut his wiener with his nails that haven't been cut since 1991. Fuck this guy. I'm getting pissed. I don't want to hear no more.
Only one more line from this because it's just as stupid. He says, "It all feels so rote and old school, especially during such an exciting era for the genre, thanks to Jennifer Kent, Ari Aster, Jordan Peele, Rose Glass, and co." Like, look, dude, just because Get Out and listen, what is this?
Get Out's great. I like Get Out.
Right. What's this fuck guy's name? What's Philip DeSeaman? Philip DeSeaman. Let me ask you.
He has definitely disseminated a lot of girls in his life. I mean, he's never had sex with them.
Philip DeSeaman. Yeah, Philip. That's that. I'm reading that correctly, right? Philip DeSeaman on his face. Philip DeSeaman. Let me explain. Look me in the eye, Philip. I know you're not going to watch this because you don't actually follow any of the shit you cover. But look me in the fucking face right now. Just because Get Out's a fucking good movie or Hereditary's a good movie doesn't mean movies can't be about other fucking things. Just because one movie has a good social political commentary doesn't mean that every movie has to have a fucking political commentary, and vice fucking versa. Matters. None of this matters because it's all chalked up to a Rotten Tomatoes score that really doesn't matter either way, because fans are going to go see the movie. The movie's going to do well. Actually, reviews would hurt the box office. There's no doubt about that. But as we said before, I think that after this is over with, after all the other reviews come out, I think that score is going to shoot up. Someone said it's already positive. It's already gone to 60, which is fresh. So there's that. Ooh. But I just think at the end of the day, it's just it doesn't fucking matter. I think the movie's going to be exactly what we, the Halloween fans, thought it was. It is disappointing because I think we were looking forward to seeing people's reactions. We didn't know that none of the people watching it were going to be fucking fans of the franchise whatsoever, except for those couple that were in there. But you know, we didn't actually get reviews. We got people complaining about a movie before they went to see it, basically.
I think it's one of those movies that you're going to see a huge disparity between the critics review and the user review. The user review is what I'm going to worry about anyway. And I think that the user review, especially on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, is going to be in the at least 80s for sure. 80%.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I don't think that.
I don't trust critics, man. Like, listen, you guys know that. Like, don't trust critics. They're all like, you know, mimby pimby assholes anyway. I don't trust them.
It's a dude's opinion on a movie dressed up to make him feel fancy, and that's all it fucking is. And a lot of times they buy their own bullshit and then they just become cynical, and it sucks.
Yeah, because their dad probably told them how good of a writer they are, and they're not. Your opinion doesn't mean shit. Like, especially if you're gonna trash a movie and not do your research.
Yeah. And there are good critics out there. Obviously, there's people who are really good at what they do. And it's just an opinion. It's just a dressed up opinion. But honestly, I got to tell you, man, just reading through all these the past 2 days is just mind numbing. They all read the same, like so many of them do. Again, there's some good ones
and that's why I can't wait. I can't wait for the movie to be explosively amazing and that everybody loves it. And then these critics have again, it's just a nail in their coffin again. It's just gonna be like, well, you guys are fucking stupid. So I can't wait.
I don't get the point of 3/4 of your review recapping what happened in the movie, like, and then in some cases spoiling it. I don't understand how is that fucking art? Like, how is that special when you're just 3/4 of what you wrote are just saying what happened in the movie, being a smartass here at the top, being a smartass here at the bottom, bing bang boom. Like, I don't. Polo. Is back? Yeah. Okay. Marco said, can Loomis give his thoughts on these critics? I mean, I'm pretty sure you just saw that, Marco. I think the Loomis came out of Jay. The demon gonna come out of me?
Yes. I will tell you something about these critics. They need to be buried 6 feet down, work their way out of the grave, and then get a real job. You know why? Because they smell like shit, and they write like shit, and they are shit. End of story. Thank you.
Mikey says,
come back next week.
I'd rather have you guys review these. We too. You know what? I feel like
we would love it. But you know, and I know that we would get the same kind of hate though. They're like, oh, well, these guys are going to give it a great score. Listen, if it was Halloween Resurrection shit, I would say it's shit. I mean, 100%. If Halloween Kills was equivalent to the Halloween Resurrection, I would be like, hey, I'm a Michael Myers fan, but the movie is fucking garbage.
Yeah, and not just that, but the problem isn't whether or not people like it or dislike it. The problem is how you explain it. And if we went to see it and we came back, we're like, dude, it's fucking awesome. Anybody that doesn't like it fucking sucks. Then we'd be shitty fucking reviewers. If we came back and we said, I liked it because of this, not giving away any spoilers. I liked it, like the dude that was talking about the cinematography and the scores and stuff like that. If you give your points about why you liked it, how you think audiences will respond to it, and then you go about your day. That's all we're asking for. Half these people didn't do that. They just complain that fucking Halloween exists, and that is just fucking trash. It's trash. That's all. David Coe said they should have critics specialize in certain genres. That's a really good fucking idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That's a good idea, David. And thank you, Marcus. Appreciate that as well. But what are we gonna do? What are you gonna? I wish I saved a positive review for the last one, but that's all the ones I had.
Yeah, you should have done that because now I feel really weird signing off like I just attacked somebody. But I didn't. I'm passionate, man. I'm passionate.
Yeah. Gary Catlow said they're probably just mad because they're Jason fans. I don't think they're fans of movies at all, Gary.
Yeah, I don't think they like. Yeah, they probably don't like movies. I like books. You should read it.
Do you have a written word, spoken word version of this movie? But no. Hey, on a happier note though, we kept almost 500 people in here.
That was awesome, man.
All
big
fucking
audience.
Day. All day, in the middle of a goddamn Thursday. Some of you guys are working on lunch breaks, whatever. Thank you all so fucking much for taking the time to hang out with us today. I had fun. I mean, I know that we seemed.
I really did. It was cool times.
But yeah, it was a really good time. And had we not done this, then this would have just sat on both of our souls, and we probably would have died before the movie even came out from all the negativity.
Yeah, we're sluts for attention, so that really helped a lot to boost our ego for at least for a week.
Yeah.
So next time, definitely come back. And we're gonna give you more shitty fucking humor and. It's gonna be great. We're gonna fall at your knees and suck your dick or your clit, whatever.
And most importantly, after all this, I know we've talked shit and we've said all this stuff. I want to reiterate two things. I know that we make jokes and stuff like that. Number one is this is not an attack at these people as human beings.
No, I mean it's just a joke.
Yeah, and number two. Please, nobody go to these people's pages or complain or make hateful comments or anything like that. I know you guys are cool and you wouldn't do that anyway. The idea here is to have a conversation and shit on someone's opinion about a movie or say they did a shitty job, not to say they're a shitty person. And the last thing I want anybody to do is get a bunch of fucking hateful comments or anything because of something we said. That's all. So please don't do that.
Yeah, dude, it's called take a fucking joke. Like, you guys understand that. Like, remember back in the 1990s? I know it seems like 100 years ago, but you could rib on somebody. And, we were just having fun. I don't think any of these people are like that. But again, I don't like doing these disclaimers at the end because I feel like it. But you have to because there's so many possibilities of people going and rating these channels sometimes or these people. Look, I don't know these people personally. We were making fun and joke, ribbing with them. It's called comedy, or at least our attempt at it. It's called just having a joke. But, some people are sensitive pussies. But at the same time, just don't go to their channel and leave them hate comments. That's all. And end of the day, they're jokes. They're fucking jokes. I mean, we get made fun of all the time. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, we say worse things about ourselves than we do anyby else. But yeah. I just, and I know you guys know that, but I hate to be negative at all. And every time we do something like this, I end up walking away feeling kind of icky because I just don't like to, even though it's a joke and whatever. Nobody likes to be made fun of, and nobody likes to be told they're doing a shitty job. So I don't like to do that to other people. But in this specific case, as far as these reviews go, I think that some of these critics just need to do a better job at their profession, and that's the nice way of saying that. And that's all it is. But again, you guys get it. Miriam, Vanessa, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Sweet of all you guys to fucking take the time to hang out with us today. We fucking love you. Always have.
It was a good time. Yeah, loved all of it.
Hope your guys' weekend is fucking sexual as shit. We'll have videos and stuff up. You'll see us naked in the wind.
It's going to be coming at you like a hot bacon grease from the pan. You're going to love it. Yeah. You got to duck a little bit. Might burn you, but it's going to be worth it.
We'll be naked in your window with our butt cheeks spread open. And we'd like for you to take a bag of potato chips, crush them potato chips up, and then just rub them
Lay's
down,
taters.
Rub them right between a crack, okay? And then we'll squish them together, and you'll hear that snap, crackle, pop sound. And then we'll